Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian here from Adrian Mateo Drones. Let's go ahead and get the party started. Whew. I see that we have quite a few folks here already in the chat. Thank you so much for the love and support. Adrian Mateo Drones show has officially started, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the love and support. I am currently waiting for my co-host, Mr. Recoveryone Drone, aka Draymond Crawford, to show up and get the job done. He's not here yet. Damn. Just like my helper that I had a few times where he's always late for work. Now the co-host of this show that's supposed to be here early, yet I got a guest on the show. The guest has been here already, I believe, 10 or 15 minutes early, but the co-host is not here yet. Hopefully he will show up in a few minutes. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and give him a little ringy ding ding and see where in the hell is he at. So if you just bear with me for 1 second, I hate doing this, but I got to. Let me see. I heard that he's somewhere getting some toffee or candy or chocolate or whatever he getting on another show. So let's see here. Bear with me for 1 second. I'm still here.
Dude, I'm in the backstage. You send me the right channel?
Yeah, I sent you the right one, buddy. I think you clicked on the wrong one. Let me go ahead and send it to you again. I sent it to you by email. I didn't send it to you on Messenger.
I'm in somebody else's channel.
Okay, you must be. Let me go ahead and send it to you through Messenger now. I'll send it to you through Messenger. So he claimed that he's on somebody else's channel. He's saying that I sent him the wrong link, which I doubt that I did, but okay. Let me go ahead and go here. Hey, baby. Sorry for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. Oh my God. Give me 1 minute. What? What's wrong? Why are you whining? Huh? All right. So I just talked to my co-host. He's actually on his way, according to him. He claimed that I sent him the wrong link and that he was actually on somebody else's show. I don't even know how the heck did that happen because the link that I sent him is the same link that I sent the guest that I actually have in the green room who's ready to come in. But while we wait for the co-host to make up his mind, come in. Let me go ahead and say hi to Mr. Tej, Giggles and Drones. Thank you, TJ, for being here. One Vision Ariel, I appreciate you. We got Mr. 107 Drones here in the house. Thank you for being here, Barkley. Appreciate you. We got Unlimited Vertical. Thank you for popping in, sir. Really appreciate it. We got Mr. Jim Beauchart in the chat. I don't even know who the heck my guest is going to be, but we'll find out in a minute. I think he's actually giving me the finger right now. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 minute. Finally, the man of the hour who's late. I don't even know how he actually clicked on somebody else's link when I sent him the right one. How you doing, buddy?
Shut up. I'm going to tell you the link you sent me. The link you sent me, BYG9MFCPHQ. That's the first one you sent me.
I said no. That's not the one I sent you in the email,
dude.
That's the email you opened.
That is what you sent me. You see your name on the top of the screen?
Oh, I see the name, all right.
One. Yeah,
but if I'm not mistaken, that's an old stream that ended a while ago, ain't it?
No, that's what you sent me today.
Okay, well, you got the right one now, so let's go ahead and move on, sir.
Yeah, I'm like, don't be trying to tell me I'm all screwed up.
We also got Mr. Steve and Drones in the Hizzy. Thank you for popping in. We got Mr. Jody, Drone Shots. We got Mr. Dominic from Northside Hawk. Thank you for popping in. We got Bill from 4th State Area Photography. I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. Ow, princess. We got Chris from NB Drones. Why are you scratching me? Susan Lee, thank you for popping in, ma'am. I really appreciate you, my lady. Thank you for being here. We got Marcel, stop, of A6FPV. Thank you for popping in. We got Leonard, JSK Enterprise. Appreciate the love and support. We got Mr. Ray Kelly in the house. Thank you for popping in, sir. West Michigan Aerials, I appreciate you. Thank you for popping in. Ow, you hurting me, honey bun. And that's pretty much it. Well, Dre, how's your day going, buddy?
It's been a long day, not finished yet. That's why we got to, if we don't get done by, was it be almost midnight your time or not 8 o'clock my time? Because we got movie night tonight. We're going to go out in the backyard, and watch Top Gun.
Tenfold. Oh, the new one, Tenfold with Tom Cruise?
Yeah, we're going to watch the new one out in the backyard, put it on a giant screen in the backyard, and go from there.
Well, before we go ahead and bring the guest to the show, this is not somebody, Dre, that I actually told you we're going to bring in, but I figure we're going to change stuff up just a little tiny little bit. But let me go ahead and actually play something that I actually found in the vault that is from this gentleman here. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'm going to pause it.
It's Uncle Extra Medium.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I went beside myself. I wasn't even ready. Bear with me for 1 second. Doggone it. I need to share the screen first. Okay, boom. That goes there. Windows. No. Windows. Chrome tab. When the heck is it at, baby? Do you see it? I must be going blind. Okay, so I need to actually share the full screen. What am I doing? Boom, boom. Entire screen, okay. There you go. So you guys should be able to see that. Well, here it is. Can you all see that? Can you see that, Dre? Stop.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, then everybody should be able to see it. Stop, princess. Love you too. Stop it. You little. Oh my goodness. Hide.
Hi, Adrian. It's Uncle Extra Medium. I heard you were going to have Jim Beauchard on your show. Don't let him tell any racial jokes, you know. He's a bad guy.
Okay.
Wow.
Me? He's the bad guy.
So is he the bad guy or you the bad guy? Who is it?
He's a bad guy. You should have saw what he was up to today. I had to follow him around all afternoon with a camera. Hi, fellas.
So Dre,
How you doing, Mr. Beauchard?
Dre, if you never seen this guy, well, this is your first time then.
Oh no. I've seen Uncle Extra. Was it extra medium?
There you go.
Extra medium.
And both of you have been on Gary and I's show on Thursday night before Ken Heron's show.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly. Well, Jim, I do want to go ahead and oh goodness, stop, baby. Give Mr. Jim Beauchard actually a shout out. Hey, James Morgan, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Guys, if you actually not subscribed to Jim Beauchard channel, check him out. He got some great content that will definitely make you laugh indeed. This guy is hilarious. He's funny. He's on Facebook. On Facebook, I believe you're also on Instagram, Jim.
Yeah, and Uncle Extra Medium is on TikTok now too.
TikTok as well. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. He's spreading out, huh?
Oh yeah.
If you're not subscribed to his channel, go ahead and subscribe to him. Hey, Jim, do me a favor. Go ahead and pop your link into the chat for me.
Oh, my goodness.
Which I believe you're already a moderator, so you should be able to go in and put it in there.
Oh, let's see what we can do.
Guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it if you go ahead and do that for me. Really appreciate it.
Okay, folks in the chat have said they can't
No,
hear
Jim,
me
you're
very well,
not.
so
You're
I
not
just
a moderator. I'm sorry. Now you are. Go ahead. You were not a moderator. Now you are.
okay, let me change cameras here.
Your name was actually gray. Now you're blue, sir.
Well, let's see if this works.
Thank you, Susan Lee. I really appreciate it, my lady. I appreciate it if you guys go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Thank you for the love and support. 107, is that your actual name? Okay, there you go. There go his link right there. If you go ahead and subscribe to his channel, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I almost cracked 200.
You were what?
I almost cracked 200 subscribers.
Okay. Well, my first question is, how's the knee?
It's coming along. It was a bit of a chore today. Like I was saying, it is about 4,500 steps I've got in today. So
Wow,
it's
2,500? That's pretty good.
4,500 steps.
Oh,
So
45. That's even better. Okay.
it's
Holy
aching
yeah.
a
cow.
little bit today.
Nice. How you doing, Joe Fotoleo? Thank you for popping in, sir. Really
So
appreciate
did
it, buddy.
they do a whole knee replacement, or they just took out some cartilage?
No, it was a whole knee replacement, total replacement.
Wow.
Yeah. They wanted to do it a long time ago, but I was too young and too fat. Well, now I'm not so young, but I'm still fat. They don't like doing it on big people because it wears out so soon. They
Right,
said
right.
they only last about 10 years. Well, I'll be dead by then, so I won't need one.
Okay, now, Jim, somebody have a question for you.
If I clicked, I have trouble getting through airport security.
Security.
No, you'll be able to get back into Canada, back home, John, as long as you're double, triple, and quadruple vaxxed, which I know you are.
Yeah, you do have to be fully vaccinated, right? To go in and go
Yeah.
out?
To get back in, to get into Canada, you got to at least be double vaxxed.
What about boosting?
That's double
Do
vaccine.
you have that booster as well? That booster shot?
You don't have to
Okay.
get in.
Now, do you have to show proof of that you've been vaccinated?
If they ask, apparently everybody I've talked to that's come in haven't been asked. In fact, customs has pretty much just let them walk through.
Hmm.
It's been pretty good.
Okay. So are they relaxing a little bit when it comes to the
I think
vaccine, or they're still pretty strict?
Yeah, I think customs have been pretty slack lately,
Stop, baby.
especially to the Canadians coming home. I don't know about the Americans coming in.
Yeah, I think it may be based upon your citizenship status.
Yeah.
Stop.
Got your hands full tonight, Adrian.
Yeah, she decided she wants to come in and keep me company for a little bit before it's time to go to bed.
She's going to be a star.
So, Jim, I've seen you on several shows, and I know you got your big break with Ken Herron, sending stuff in on his show initially. Now you're on Gary's show as a regular co-host, and I know you've been on quite a few others. But what do you fly? I haven't seen much of your flying.
Yeah, we were actually just when you were over on Art's channel a couple of minutes ago, 1 hour ago, we were talking about that. I have a Phantom 4 Pro Plus, which
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't get out near as often as I'd like. To be honest, it's because I'm lazy. And don't forget 6 months out of the year, it's, pretty cold up here. But, we had a little bit of a meetup. There was only 4 of us. I was about 40 minutes away from my house in Burlington, Ontario with Gary and 2 other fellows that were close. So, they can vouch I am a pilot.
Okay. Now, Jim, you have the Phantom 4 Pro Plus V2.0 or is the V1?
2.
The V2. Okay, well, so you got the same one that I have. Okay. Nice. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know that you actually flew drones, Jim. I thought that you only do stop, honey bun. No, I thought you only do your videos. You know what I mean? Or
I'm much more than a pretty face, Adrian. Come on.
Hey, give me 1 second, guys. Hey, keep
Yeah.
going. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
No
Yeah,
problem. No
yeah,
problem.
Oh, goodness.
we can carry it, Adrian. No problem, Adrian.
Yeah, not a problem. Well,
Yeah,
that's
so
good to hear.
I do have a witness that can vouch that I do fly,
Okay,
and
great.
it's actually on August the 20th was my 2-year anniversary of having my up here in Canada. Our licensing's a little different.
Uh-huh.
It's just to fly a drone, you have to be a licensed basic pilot
Mhm.
or the advanced. Well, I'm not
Okay.
an advanced pilot. And so I've had my license 2 years on August the 20th. So I had to do a recurrent test to,
Okay.
it doesn't expire, but to be legal, you have to have this
Right.
test with you in
Right. It's
case.
just like here in the States, your certification doesn't actually expire, but your status is either dormant or active
Correct,
in most
correct.
cases.
Yeah,
So when you say basic, is that just for recreational flying and advanced is for commercial?
not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
We can earn a living still with a basic.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's just at a certain level, basic is just basic commercial. Then you have advanced where you can
But
do
the
additional.
yeah, the advanced gets you closer to the public.
Oh, okay.
So if you're basic, you still have to stay 30 meters, 100 feet away.
Hmm.
Whereas if
Okay.
you have the advanced, you can be up to 5 meters away
Does that determine on what you're flying or just you as the pilot?
as a pilot based on
I,
above
I
250
like
grand.
that. I like that because it basically because I understand talk with some other guys up in Canada that you guys do an actual in-person flight test.
Yes, that's
With,
the advanced.
yeah, with a monitor there, so he actually signs off like we do our driving test for
Exactly.
DMV. That person will sign you off as being capable of
Right.
doing whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that process, especially if it gives you doesn't matter what kind of drone you're flying. If it gives me the advantage of being a little more close into different subject matters and stuff. I think that's pretty good. Do
Absolutely.
a live testing like that.
Now, when I wrote my basic test, I passed it the very first time. But
Right.
many people that take the advanced test, you have
Uh-huh.
to write a written test,
Hmm.
and I did for shits and giggles. And holy crap, you would have to be a commercial airline pilot to pass that test.
Wow.
And then when it comes to the hands-on test, the part where they have a flight instructor there to visually watch you and
Hmm.
give you commands on what to do,
Right.
a lot of people do not pass that the first time either.
Hmm. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I would I would say really would relish that opportunity to have something a tiered system like that here in the United States. I think that would not that I would say not that it makes a big I'll say not a real big deal, but it I guess I
well,
say my thing. I look at the opportunities that it will afford someone to go for that higher level.
it wouldn't
And
be
go
a
from there.
problem for you because you're an experienced uh, pilot,
Well,
obviously. But
Well, like I said, experienced pilot, or I always say people who are highly educated. Because there's somebody I read the other day, highly educated person. They're matter of fact, they're an educator themselves, and they are teaching kids how to program drones, but failed the 107 test.
yeah,
So,
and
it could be, I say all about how much effort you put into it.
and I correlate that to a lot of professional coaches in
Hmm.
all sports. They know what to do, but can they actually do it?
Right, right, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be
So,
both for a pilot.
yeah, that's what I'm
Let me
saying. You gotta have both a little bit of the knowledge and the actual hands-on experience to
Exactly.
get through it. So
let me go ahead and
that's
welcome.
interesting.
Let me welcome Mr. Bob Casey Ariel. Thank you for popping in, sir. We also got Ray of Sunshine. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate the love and support, guys. Go ahead and excuse me. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up on the stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Now, Jim, you do have quite the beautiful area in Canada to go ahead and shoot and fly. Do do you do any like sunrise, sunset? You know what I mean? Just a little bit of flying, a little
I
cinematic.
I haven't yet. Once again, the lazy factor. Getting up the crack of dawn, and lately it's been so cloudy. We don't get a nice sunrise. There's just so much cloud up here. From where I live, when the sun comes up, I have to look over top of Toronto, and so yeah, exactly. It's not the prettiest. It's pretty technically. I can't fly in my backyard. I am too close to Toronto International Airport
Oh no, shit. Okay.
for it to be a clear
Right.
zone. I've
Mhm.
got an app on my phone, and I know you guys, you American, we've got Drone Pilot Canada. It's an app put together by Don Joyce, who I'm not sure if you're familiar with, but he's kind
Yeah, I
of
know,
like
John.
the Canadian Ken Heron. And I paid for that app, and it's pretty good for all of Canada. And wherever you are, just open up the app, and if it comes up green, good to go. If it comes up red, you're in an area that you shouldn't be, or you can be if you're an advanced pilot.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
just have to touch where you are, and
Mhm.
it'll give you the phone number, the closest airport, aerodrome, heliport, anything of that nature. So it's got all keeps all track of your flight logs and records, and it's just a I can't say enough. If you're a Canadian pilot, you should, he's not paying me to say this, but you need this app, and
Right.
it does so much for you. And when you show this, when you go to get your advanced license, the instructor sees that you've got that, so they know that you're in it for the real reason.
Right.
You're not just
Yeah.
a hobbyist. You're doing it for the right reasons.
I
Yeah.
noticed we have a couple new people that just popped in. We got Mr. Thomas Ariels. Thank you for popping in, buddy. Really appreciate that. We also got Mr.
Hey,
Rigor Mortis,
Thomas,
FPV. Hey, buddy, thank you for popping in. I really appreciate that.
did you get TG?
Yeah, we already got Mr. Teach. We got him.
Yeah. So again, I understand that if you're flying a sub 250 drone in Canada, you're pretty much just like a lot of the places in Europe. You have no restrictions per se or
even
requirements.
even an American can come up here and fly their 250, no problem.
Right. Good.
So, Jim, is there any reason why Canada is so strict? Hey, what's going on, Mr. Modest Drone World? We also got Mr. Sky. What is the name again? I just seen it. Sky Control Production. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. What is the reason behind all the restrictions you guys actually have when it comes to drones? Like it's completely different to here in the US.
It is, and it's funny when I was, mentioning earlier that I've had my basic license for 2 years. When I first started realizing and found out that I needed to be licensed, I said, "Holy cow!" So YouTube, and I start looking, and I started studying and realizing what I was studying was the American rules. I
Well,
wasn't,
Toronto's close.
and and then when I started realizing, okay, I got to do the Canadian crap, I'm going, holy Jesus, that's you're right. It does seem to be more strict. Um, no idea why. No idea.
Well, I don't know for sure, but I like certain factors of the testing process they have up there. Like I said, it may require you to have a little bit more knowledge, but like I said, having a tiered system uh, has its pros and cons, like any other system. And I said, now up there, where do FPV pilots fit in up there in Canada?
What's FPV?
Well, that's why I wanted to ask the question because I know, some of the larger ones. Like I would not, I don't have any FPVs, but listen to guys like Maddie and a few others talk. I know once you get above the center whoop level, a lot of them are over the 250 gram weight. So you're talking about like a 5-inch or even a 7-inch, whatever. So I'm like, they're above the 250 part. So are they able to fly at all, or do they have to get licensed as a basic to even fly for recreational purposes, or what?
Well, I can only speak for what I know, and I'll use my son as an example.
Mm-hmm.
He has his basic license as well. He doesn't have a GPS drone. He only flies FPV. So he's covered because he is licensed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure his FPV drones are above 250 grams as well. Mind
Right.
you, now that he's getting back into the rock scene and the musician, he's kind of let the piloting slip through as well. He hasn't been out in a while either. Unlimited Vertical is in the chat here. I'm assuming he has his basic license. I don't know,
Okay.
but
Well,
I'm assuming if you fly a
right.
drone, you need to be licensed, and because it's homemade, how do you register something that's homemade?
Well,
Now,
that was my next question. Do you guys have to go before a local, like was that airfield or whatever, and have your drone blessed for flight worthiness or something?
I don't know. I don't think so. That sounds rather foreign and crazy to me. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
John,
he says
he's
he
got
can't fly for
Canadian
able to
basic
observe it. Otherwise, basic same rules as LOS. Okay.
line
trust.
of sight, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess if you're above that 250 gram level, you're gonna have an observer, just like here in the states, and then you got to have the
There,
everything licensed.
he says his planes are registered. Now I know those
Right.
are made,
Right.
so like registered. What, you give him your own number? I don't know how that would work.
Yeah. Well, maybe he can answer. He says yes, his drones and planes are registered. So
Yeah, my pretty blue one with the red striping. How do you identify it?
yeah. Well, maybe Unlimited will give us some insight here, since he's already gone through the process. And so I know here in the States, if you're a recreational pilot, you're basically registering yourself, and you can use the same number of your registration on each one of your drones. If you're commercial, each of your individual drones must have its own registration
Yeah, it
number.
has to be registered separately. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying here in Canada. That's why I'm waiting for Unlimited post here. So each drone gets its own registration. Okay, like our commercial one number needs to be visible on the frame. Okay.
So
Yeah.
basically, why Sky Control Production said, even if it's homemade or not, Jim, you still have to register it regardless.
And then they give you a number that you put on the.
This is the thing, Jim. When see all the drones I have, I got them registered separately, each and every single one of them. However, I'm not Part 107. I'm working on getting my Part 107, but I'm not Part
I know
107 yet. However, Jim, I when I went through the process, it does. If I recall correctly, and help me out, Dre. I think if I recall correctly, it does ask if it's home built or not, and then if it asks if it has the actual serial number or not.
serial number.
You
Yeah,
can
that's
still go through the process even if you have a serial number or not. If I recall correctly, under the drone, FA drone zone, something of that nature. Am I right, Dre?
Yeah, that's for us. I'm just trying to figure out the Canadian version of it. I'm looking at Marcel's post here. We said he had FPV drones. You can use the same registration for each drone, just like we do here in the States for recreational pilots. The MAAC license and other info can go on a battery, which I did my first couple of years. And then he said he doesn't license himself any longer. So, yeah. So yeah, that's I just want to see comparison. 'Cause I know we get a big cross section of,
How you
of
doing, Jim?
pilots, all of our live streams. From Ken Herron show to Dobo show to even those, especially Paul Murray. He's up there on near the border, so he gets a cross section of people who chime in on his show. Just like Roger used to be up there. I haven't seen Roger on air in quite a while. and even Gary. You guys get a big cross section of people from the states, Canadians, and even across the pond.
I'll
So,
be right back,
like,
fellas.
go right ahead. So, I mean, it's important overall for each of us to be familiar with drone laws in each country, because, like I say, a lot of us who live near the borders, like I say, may travel back and forth on a regular basis,
Yeah.
and can be naive on the requirements, and then you find yourself talking to one of them tall guys with the red coat, the big tall hat, and and things can get a little sticky, and basically because of lack of knowledge. So that's why I like to dig into the requirements. I mean, I lived in Canada. When my dad was stationed there in the '60s when I was a little kid. We were all off the coast of Newfoundland, and so I mean, it's always been the thing for me of maybe one day returning to that area just to visit. I mean, I went through kindergarten through second grade when I was up in that area, and you always like to go back if you can when you grew up as a little kid. So it'd be something to benefit me if I knew what the requirements were in that area. So it would be something for me to, okay, I can take this drone, but I don't need to take that drone because such requirements say I have to jump through 7 more hoops. I only got to jump through 1 hoop if I bring this drone.
So
So
you started your education in Canada. That explains why
yes.
you're so intelligent.
Well, what got me was, like I said, I went to school on the military base there, so it just kind of got me my transition from there, and then we came out here to California, and the difference of focus of your education. When I was going to school in Canada, we focused on uh, the American history, the government structure, all these things. Even at first and second grade, we focus on those things. And
Yeah.
when I came out here to California, we're talking about learning about the missions and stuff like this, and the Aztec Indians. And I'm like, what does that got to do with the American government? I'm like, I should be learning about all the states, all the capitals of each state, and who's the president, vice president, senators, congressmen, all this kind of stuff. And I'm up here, now I'm in third and fourth grade out here growing up and fish regular kid. And we're talking about the 12 missions here in California, the Aztecs, the Incas, and Mayans. And I'm like, dude, they're not even in the country. So
When I
it was
was
a
young,
big transition.
when I was younger, I was so much more interested in American politics and government than in our own. And
Right.
now that I have a say in our own, if you will, I just shake my head and just throw my hands up in the air because, well, let's not get
Yeah.
political.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
I just thought it was so, to me, I was a little kid, I thought it was just so bizarre of how I was outside the country getting more education about my country than
Yeah.
I did when I was here in the country. So yeah, so it's kind of odd, and it kind of shakes your head. Like I say, what do you do when you're in the third, fourth grade, fifth grade, and all that kind of stuff? Tell a teacher, hey, we should be learning. Like, look, I tell people, I said I didn't get back to American history until I got to back in my day, junior high school, seventh, eighth grade, when I finally got another American history class, and I'm
Wow.
like, all that other time wasted. And so forth. So yeah, let's continue on. So I could tell a lot of folks that I know we got some people in here who live across each border, and like I say, some of us do travel back and forth. Like Chuck Kovacs, I know he travels a lot, both sides of the Canadian and stateside border, being up
Yeah.
in upper state New York where he's at, and I think him and his wife are out in Alaska right now. And
Yeah.
like I said, and like I tell a lot of folks, even traveling here within the United States, you need to become a little familiar, because just like I tell folks, here in the United States, you can go from one state to another, and there could be additional regulations as far as requirements for you to jump through before you can fly, and it could go from city to city, even within the same state. And I can tell about times. I believe it's North Carolina where you have to have an actual certification from that state to fly in that state.
Yeah.
So I could tell folks, you need to become a little familiar. If you plan on traveling with your drone, what may be the local requirements for you to fly before you run into somebody official capacity, and then it turns into we all say, the old pissing match, and you're gonna find out you're on a short end of the stick because you're unfamiliar with the local laws.
Right. Yeah. Chuck was up here a couple of weeks back up in Niagara Falls region. So he was excited. He knows that he can bring his sub 250 and just go nuts.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I say I know the people over in Europe and down in Australia, and I say every place has different rules about drones. And I know this new one that everybody's been jumping up and down about doing backflips over the Avata. It does. I think it's going to be a American drone because, like I said, it's above the 250 level. So that means a lot of folks who are not registered and don't have their other drones registered are, going to have to be very careful where they fly and how they fly. I don't know if it's even going to be sold in a lot of other countries because, like you said, they have to become a certain level of certification. I know in the UK, if you fly something over 250, you have to go get a certain certification. So even with the Avata, you have to have a certain certification to fly that. And I say, and that brings in the extra thing for it being an FPV and the things of being wearing goggles and all these different things that you got to have, which, most places that I've heard of still require a observer with you when you're wearing goggles. So it's just a lot of extra hoops that you may have to jump through. And like I said, I see here what Dominic's saying down in Australia, his area. A lot of countries do mirror the FAA. I would say our agency is kind of like the grandfather of all aviation agencies, and people don't realize the FAA is not that old. It only came about established as an official agency in 1959. So prior to that, the airspace was the wild, wild west. And people realize we had aircraft going back to basically World War One that people were flying all over the place, military and civilians, with no controls.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it's just kind of crazy that the FAA and here in America is the grandfather of most airspace agencies, and that's why I say everybody else kind of jumps on our bandwagon of where we go. Everybody else follows, but some folks have actually gone ahead of us and be more restrictive on what they allow to happen in their own territories. So.
Andrew in the chat's asking if I'm near Buffalo, New York. I am 1 hour and 30 minutes from Buffalo.
Yeah, as I said, Toronto, I know is close to the border. I think you just got a large river or one of those lakes separating you from the border, and stuff. So, I knew Toronto's not far. I know a lot of folks go back and forth from Toronto into the state of New York, and so to work and everything else. And sometimes have family on each side of the border. So,
and John from Unlimited Vertical, he's only about 25 minutes away from me and 5 minutes away from my work. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's great. So that's interesting. I found out a whole other side of Uncle Extra Medium. A lot of us in here probably didn't know. See, so you've been holding out on us there. We knew you as the fabulous jokester and the Mr. One-Liner, and here it is. You are a actual licensed pilot.
You forgot Pretty Face.
Oh, well, that's a given. That's a given. That's why I don't understand why you put the clown makeup on for. I said, hey, he's already good looking.
To hide from the cops.
Yeah, I said the one that posted all over town. Have you seen this clown?
Yeah. And a lot of them did today. Boy, I was out there following him around, doing some content creating, I'll tell you. All
right. Yeah. That's one thing I have to get into is creating a little bit more content out there. And like I said, and like you said, I don't know if it's, to me, I want to have something as I say, of value. I mean, you're a natural comedian. And that's why I like your stuff, because to me, it doesn't come off as you're trying very hard. It's just part of who you are, part of your personality. That's not me personally. So for me, I have to look at, let me find something that's either informational or something tutorial, something like that, that kind of fits who I am. And that's what makes it tough to do a lot of shorts that come out, and a lot of videos where guys are putting out stuff, 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm lucky if I put out two to three videos a month,
Yeah.
and that's pushing myself, because I feel like, I don't travel a lot, so I'm not out in the woods vlogging like a lot of big time people are out there trouncing around the backwoods and everything. And I'm like, so for me, I do my job. My job, like I said, as a construction inspector, now I'm a safety officer. It's pretty much like watching paint dry. I go out there and enforce OSHA regulations and everything else, try to make sure that the city workers are abiding by the rules and they're being safe, so everybody goes home with 10 fingers and 10 toes. That's my goal every day. I send you home the way you showed up. So it's
10
not,
toes.
not
10 toes. Does he work up there?
oh yeah, we got a bunch of 10 toes at my job. I
Well,
think his whole family must work there.
ladies and gentlemen, I do see that we have a couple of new
Yeah,
people
you
here.
met a
We got
lot
Mr.
of new
James,
people.
Jim's joining. We
Yeah.
got Mr. EMEU Drone 4K. Thank you for popping in. We got Mr. Sunrise Water Media. Chris, thank you for popping in, sir. We got Mr. Andrew Wayne B. Hey, buddy, thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. Sergio Flies on Drones. Thank you, sir, for being here. Who else did I miss while I was gone? I was actually taking care of the little one. We got Renato Resende Drones. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. We got Curtis Dart. Dre, did you say hi to everybody while I was gone?
I always leave that for you because you get so much pleasure out of it. I don't want to steal your thunder.
Because all we hear is blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 but fucking blah. Thomas Ariels, thank you for popping in, sir. Really appreciate it. Let me see. Let me just go up a little bit. Doon. I don't think I missed anybody else. And if I missed her, I do apologize. I was actually going. I was hoping that my co-host will actually take charge and do it, but
We did
he's
take
still
charge.
late. He's still late.
Everything we talked about was important and informative.
He's
There
still
was
late.
We were trying to help those in the chat who travel.
He
no
was still
dead
late.
air.
All your little maitre d stuff, that's all not whatever you enjoy doing. You
How
want
you
to
doing, Mr. Johnny?
you want to shake hands and kiss babies. That's all on you.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Johnny John Fly. I really appreciate you, sir.
Yes,
Sky
YouTube.
Control Production, thank you for popping in. Who the hell is Nightbot? I don't know who that fellow is. Who is he?
Is he on the payroll?
Yes, he
Mhm.
is actually.
Okay, well then he's your employee.
Yeah.
Exactly. There you go. I think that's everybody else. Again, if I miss anybody, I do apologize.
What do we got? 200 in the chat?
The baby is finally asleep. She's good to go. Fed. Let's go. Anyway, I need to go ahead and get my drink ready. Because I think I need a drink. First of all, my co-host was late. Then Jim Boschart is quite the character, so I need to be ready. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Mike, aka Night Train? How you doing, buddy?
Uncle Bill.
Thank you for popping in. We got Mr. Uncle Bill Toy. Hey, Uncle Bill, how you doing, buddy?
What are you drinking, Adrian? It looks kind of purpley. Looks tasty.
This one is called
something that's going to send them to the hospital again.
Sour.
Yeah.
What?
Four Loco Sour.
Ooh, a great fizz.
See, Jim, the thing is here, he doesn't need to be drinking this stuff.
Yeah.
The folks who have been in here for a while know that Adrian wound up in the hospital about 8 months ago because he couldn't fart because he drank too much of that high octane caffeine crap and stuff. He lay up in the hospital for 2 days because he couldn't fart, and now he was back drinking that crap again.
Really? I got no problem. I'm full of shit.
Yeah, we all think Adrian had appendicitis or something. That's all he had to do was fart and we're let him go.
The last time I had one of these drinks, it's been a long, long time. So I'm sure that
because you supposed to lay off that stuff, man.
Dude, you need to
Too
celebrate.
much caffeine.
Yeah, great beer. It looks good. I'm
Yeah.
thirsty.
I don't even think this is caffeine, right?
Yeah,
Right.
so there. Take that and like it.
I say something, a can that tall, was that about 24 ounces, 28 ouncer?
This one is
And you
this
said it's a
one
power
is
drink. If it's a
this
power
one
drink, it got caffeine.
it's actually alcoholic. It's alcoholic beverage. It's
Oh,
alcoholic.
that's even better for you. Alcoholic beverage. Yep.
476
So
mil.
now we on live stream getting lit.
This is actually
Okay.
alcohol, Joy. It's not even caffeine or nothing.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Okay.
a prerequisite?
We'll let Uncle Bill send you some of that peanut butter whiskey he be drinking.
No, I can't drink whiskey. I will really be messed up. Actually, nitrate is actually 14% alcohol, so it's gonna get me pretty buzzed.
Yeah, that's what I figured. 14%.
Two
Yeah.
drinks.
And how many ounces in that can?
This one is a 32 ounce.
32 ounces. So how many drinks is that at a bar? 32 ounces. You break that down to a shot glass. It's only about maybe what 3.5, 4 ounces shot glass. So basically, you having about what? About 7 shots there.
Dre
busting on Adrian.
listen, I brought 3 drones to my girl over here where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 drones. I got the batteries fully charged. And the second I came in, I parked, it started raining and the rain have not stopped. I'm pissed the hell off. So the only way that I can actually calm down is I need a drink to calm me down because I'm really pissed off.
34 ounces of alcohol at 14% calms you down. Well, you must be a sleepy drunk. Because most folks drink 14% alcohol, they usually want to fight a few people.
No, actually,
Believe me, I've been there.
Adrian's a lover.
Drink, only had a half a 6-pack, and you want to fight the cops. Okay, let's help you out.
I'm not going anywhere.
I hate to disappoint. Like I tell folks, I used to hate to disappoint the public. Let me help you out.
I'm actually going to stay my ass right here where I'm at. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah. You're a lover, not a fighter.
There you go. That's it.
They always state at the beginning, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Until you try to tell them, no, you had enough. What do you mean I had enough? I'll let you know when I had enough.
So, Dre, all the drinks aside,
yep.
How is my future M30T is looking? Is it doing pretty good?
Let me see. You're in Florida, right? So you can call up Drone Nerds. You can call up Florida Drones. You can call up my boys over at what's the other one over there? Drone Dobo's old company, and ask them. They got a couple of them on the shelf.
All I heard is
my M30, it's sitting right here in this case. It's gonna be out. It's gonna be out Wednesday. Cause we got a demo coming up.
All I heard is blah blah blah, but fucking blah. That's it.
Yeah. Like I say, it'll be out Thursday because I got a demolition coming up not far from the house that the city wants. It wanted to be videoed. So I'm gonna use that. Well, it's one of the old Scottish rites temples we had. Been there since I was a little kid, and I guess it caught fire back around January, February this year, and so they're gonna. I guess the city bought the property, and they're gonna demo it, and now they have plans to put some more retail stuff. They talking about fast food. We don't need any more fast. We got between the exit. I live between 2 freeway exits. Between both exits, I can get any fast food you can probably name without a problem. We need some more sit down restaurants in the area. All we got a Denny's at one end and we got an IHOP at the other end. And I said, dude, we need something like an Applebee's or maybe, something a little upscale.
Mary Brown's Chicken. She's got the best legs in town.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah. It's a Canadian. Okay. It's a Newfoundland.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I thought you guys gonna try to give me what's the famous coffee shop up there? Everybody knows. There you go. That's what we need another Tim Hortons down here.
Do you have one?
No. You put a Tim Hortons. I said, well, it probably would get any business because right at the right 1 block from the freeway exit, and we got a Starbucks at
Oh,
that
we got
exit.
Starbucks here.
And then at the next exit, which is no more than 2.5 miles away, there's another Starbucks.
Well,
In my city, Jim, we have 7 Starbucks in my city, and not one of them has an empty line in it. There are
We-
cars wrapped around.
we've got 7 Tim Hortons on every street.
Yeah. You would think Southern California, my city, not really known for the upscale clientele. We're more blue collar here, but we have one of the highest grossing revenue Starbucks in the Southwestern United States. And I shake my head. I'm like, where are these people coming from? Because they don't actually live here.
$7 a drink.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I say, Ray Kelly. I think we probably could get a Texas Roadhouse, but there's one not far from here in the next town over in Rialto, California. But something along that lines, a Texas Roadhouse or Yard House, and something along that level.
Starbucks in the States and Tim Hortons in Canada, just a license to print money.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother David? AZ Drone Dude,
Yeah.
thank you for popping in,
but
buddy.
getting back to Adrian's question, I will be having both the Enterprise Advance and the M30T will be out Wednesday doing video, and I'm gonna have a couple of ground cameras out of this demo of this building.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna go out Monday and do a before video, and then I'm gonna do a time lapse on one of my ground cameras while they're tearing it down. Then I'll get some aerial shots from the drone. So,
Okay.
like I said,
Now,
I'll have. Go ahead.
Am I gonna be able to see some screen recording?
I don't know. It's getting kind of old already, dude.
Dude, I don't care how old you think it's getting. That's amazing, man. I'm telling you. You need to get on.
Man. These screen recordings. My
Is
God.
that going on your channel or Facebook, Trey?
I'll probably do it on both. Usually when I post videos, I do put it on my channel, then I'll do a link into a lot of the Facebook pages.
Yeah,
So
I see those.
Yeah. I usually do it that way when I put something out and go from there. So everybody gets a chance to see it, pretty much.
That was just me admitting I'm not a subscriber to your channel.
I got the hint.
So,
Yeah.
So brother Jim, I got a question for you. Where in the hell did you meet Mr. Uncle Medium? Where you met that guy at? Curiosity.
Well, to be honest, because I do the weekly Beauchart for Ken, and occasionally I come up with a new character. Well, I was getting kind of itchy, and I said, I need something new, something different. So I go through Party City. It's a novelty store here,
Yeah.
and I'm walking through, and I'm seeing the costumes, and nothing's tickling my fancy. And then I see that colorful wig, and then that colorful tie, and it's got matching suspenders. And I said, I think I could do something with that. So I got it. And then I needed to name them. And I've always used that phrase when we're talking about, any kind of size. Well, I'm an extra medium. So.
Okay. Tenfold. Well, on that note, I hate to do this to you, but you probably know who this guy is. I'm going to bring him in. If you don't know him, you're about to get to know him. He was just giving me the finger, but now he's being a gentleman.
Must be Matt.
There you go.
Give you the finger.
There you go.
Perfect.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? I would never give you the finger. Never, ever. That is a lie, and I'm not going to.
Slander.
It is. I mean, it's just not right, and that's what I got to say.
Well, Uncle Bill, I tell you what, that car is amazing. Is that thing still alive?
Yeah. It's sitting in much closer to you than I am. It's sitting in St. Cloud, Florida, in my dad's driveway.
Okay.
and allegedly be mine one day. We'll see.
So
It's
her name was Susan?
1965 Ford Galaxy 500.
66
66 Ford Galaxy
Galaxy
500.
500. Yep, 66 with the XL. It's got a white top, and it's red on red. It's got the original red interior, and he's been putting a lot of dumping so much money. It's such a money pit, but it's very cool. You know what the funny thing about these things is they're very cool and they ride nice and this and that, but they suck driving. I mean, the steering's really loose. The brakes, you got to step on it really hard. Cruising on the highway, sure, it's like a dream, but driving it through town.
Now, is
Actually,
that one automatic or is it 3 on the tree?
That's automatic.
Okay.
It's an automatic with a 390.
Yeah, my dad, we had one that had 3 on the tree. And so we had that one.
Galaxy.
That's why I saw it earlier. I knew exactly what it was. So, I know that car.
Oh yeah,
we used to have one.
It's awesome, and I'm thrilled that he bought it because he had a 66 Galaxy. This is my stepfather. He had a 66 Galaxy when I met him. He had bought it new. It was 3 years old. I was 8, and but it wasn't a convertible. It was just a standard. And we loved that car. And like I said, he let me drive it the one that we went to the restaurant. It's like, this thing's making me nervous. I mean, you really got to step on there. It doesn't have power assisted brakes, doesn't have any of that shit. But he's been adding modern stuff to it. And I'm not into that. I'd rather keep it all original, to be honest with you.
Welcome, Mr. Steve from South Ariel's Steve Carpenter. How you doing, brother Steve? Thank you for popping in. And I think we've seen somebody else here. Let's see. Hey, Mika Steve. Thank you for popping in, buddy. I really appreciate you. Guys, if you haven't smashed that thumbs up on the stream, I really appreciate it. Go ahead and do that for me. Am I slurring my damn words? I think this drink is already getting me. What's going on?
No, you don't. You sound just the same as you always do. Very hard to understand. So anyway, this is just blah, 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 frickin' blah. But anyway, new paint job. He sends this picture. This picture was what they sent him when he bought it through a broker online. And it's a cautionary tale. Don't listen to those guys online.
Original engine, Jim? Bill, original engine on it?
Original engine, not the original carb. They put a 4-barrel Brock, Edelbrock in it, and that's not what it came. Yeah, it's not what it came with. It came probably with the 2-barrel. You could have gotten it with the 4-barrel from the factory, but this is an aftermarket. And how do I know? Well, first of all, it's an Edelbrock, and 2, they actually ran a choke line into the cab for it. So that's not original. Well, he's talking about putting a throttle body on it, and electronic. He's already put electronic ignition on it. It's like, you're ruining it. Leave it all original.
By the way,
I'd rather play with the points, clean them up, and do it the old-fashioned way.
Bill, somebody told me to tell you this very quick. This says, "Tell Bill it's a drone show, not a car show." Ha 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 ha. So, just to let you know.
Okay. Take away.
This take away from us old folks talk. That's all. Bill.
By the way, another question for you when it comes to the car.
Oh, the car's gone. Yeah.
Does the car fly?
Yeah, well, it flies down the highway.
Okay.
All right, here. Hanger talk. There you go. There's the Air2S. Does that make you happy? Oh, wait, that's my channel. I can't put that up there. That's no good. Here's a drone meetup.
There you go.
Down in Texas. There you go. That'll make everybody happy. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a bunch of drone knuckleheads.
Yes, sir. Is that when you guys went out to eat on the drone meetup?
Well, no, this was Austin. This was Spin Up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10-4.
So you got Oz there and Brad and Doc and Al Duran and Kai and I don't know the black fellow. What's his name? Do you know him? I didn't meet him. I actually didn't meet him. He seemed like I talked to him for a minute or two, but we didn't exchange. This was the only time I spoke to him was at this lunch. But anyway.
Thank you, Susan Lee. I really do appreciate that. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up on the stream for me. I really appreciate it.
Seemed like a nice guy. They all seem like nice guys.
We're all
We're
nice.
all nice guys. There
We're
you
all
go,
nice
Bill.
guys.
There you go, Jim. We all nice guys.
I don't
What are you
know.
talking
Oh,
about?
who else is there? Oh, what's his name? Oh, yeah, Kelly, the guy that ran the thing. There he is.
Wait a minute.
And
Isn't that Doc Murdoch next to Brad?
Front
right
left.
there.
Brad Austin?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. There's
Is that Ron
Shauna.
Lockwood back right?
The corner could be because that's Oz, and then there's what's his name? Right tip of my tongue. First thing begins with an R. He used to have a big
You doing,
YouTube
brother
channel a
Johnny?
while back.
Next to Oz there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got a big channel. He's got like 170,000 subscribers or something.
he used to be really big, and he stopped doing. Once he got the FEV, he stopped posting a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and you know it's that terrible. I can't think of his name either.
Ed Ricker, yeah, there
Again,
you go. There
there you go, Ricker.
Yep.
Yep.
Richter damn near killed her.
Hey, Marcel got a question for you, Bill.
Ricker. I'm sorry. What's the question? Oh, but who is the curious-looking blonde on the left?
Thanks,
That's
Marcel.
Brad.
No,
That's Brad.
I think he's talking about the one in the booth.
Right there.
He's talking about the one in the booth.
yeah. The one with the boobs? Oh, the
No.
booth.
You guys are just wrong.
You you guy.
You guys
Let me,
sound like a number,
I'm
Bill.
gonna pick, you know what? I pay for this now, so I can add all kinds of videos now. That's right. I went crazy. Hey, what do they do? Like now I can pick as many backgrounds as I want. And, you know, these guys here.
First of all, I got a question. Who is West Michigan Aerials? Because some people keep saying it's Lon or somebody
It is
else.
Lon.
That is Lon Denard. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so the Mavic 3 Enterprise is official. That's the one that had the M30T camera, right, Dre?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is
So
that one
that's
going to come with is that one going to come with a standard remote, or is it going to come with an RC Pro?
That's a good question. Because
Is it
well,
gonna
it
come
already has the RC Pro. It comes with the Pro Plus.
it's going to come with the remote that you have, Dre?
We don't know. Like I say, right now, even the M300 doesn't work with my remote that I have. But rumor has it that they will have the M300 be able to use that RC Pro Plus remote. And if they come out with an Enterprise 3, that would make good sense. But we're talking DJI, and who knows?
Okay.
Good sense is not always good sense. Don't sell products.
Gotcha. How you doing, Brent? Mr. Eat More Possum. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, sir.
Yeah.
That does make sense. I'm wondering because I mean, if it comes with I wonder if they're gonna have 3 different packages. It's gonna be one that comes with a standard remote. I guess the DJI RC Pro that I have, and probably the one that you have, Dre.
It could be. Now, what kills me is I was reading a Facebook post. The guys are still complaining about the Mavic 3 not being able to do waypoints on a regular waypoint mission. I guess you can use waypoints for hyperlapse, but we all know hyperlapse it chews up a lot of battery power, but it does not really do true waypoint flying. But with this Enterprise version coming out, that might be the difference. But then I'm telling people that then you're going to lose the camera, because the camera that's on the Mavic 3 now is not going to be the same camera that's going to be on the Enterprise version.
Yeah,
it's going to be it's going to be a whole different package where you may lose some things because the sensors may be smaller, or whatever the case may be. So you might not have the same quality of footage. And like I said, that's one of the knocks that's on an Enterprise drones, like mine, even my advanced Enterprise Advanced. They're only doing 4K at 30 frames per second. Now the current camera on the Mavic 3 can do 4K at 120.
And it can also do 5.1K as well.
Yeah, 5.1K. So the enterprise version, I think, as far as that aspect of it, will most likely be scaled back because you're using basically the same camera that's on the M30T and the M300. Same basic camera, and both of those cameras max out at 4K at 30 frames per second.
Okay.
So it's going to be a trade-off that you're either going to buy a Mavic 3 Enterprise as a work drone, or you're going to buy the other models, the Cine model or the basic model, as more of a videography type drone.
How you doing, Michael Wright from Tex Art Drone Guy? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, sir.
So
Now
that's something that may have to be looked at when it finally comes out on the market.
So basically, it's gonna have the same camera that you have, Dre, on your M30. Same
Yes,
exact
yes.
camera.
I would say pretty much going to be the same. It's going to be the same offshoot of what's on the M300. Now, if it's going to have the same specs as the M30T, I have not heard much more about it. They just said from the designs I've seen of it, it's identical match. Now, what's it capable of doing? Will it have the same zoom levels as the M30 or the M300? Will it? The thermal will be the same, I'm sure, because that's industry standard. The 645/12 thermal is industry standard, so I imagine that's going to be there. So it's all going to be about how good is the wide angle camera going to be, and how much zoom you're going to get. As far as optical and digital, I imagine it's not going to go past the 200, which matches both the M30 and the M300. Doesn't go past 200. So you're looking at how much optical zoom you're going to have. Right now, the M30 goes at 18. The M300 goes to I want to say 24. So that's the difference between the M300 and the M30 is the optical zoom levels right there. Now, same thing. Now that wide angle camera, I think there's a 1-inch sensor on the M300, and it's only a half-inch sensor on the M30. But once again, it's only a 12 megapixel camera sensor. So that's a slight drawback, especially for video production work. That could be a drawback if it's only going to be a 12 megapixel camera. Now that's why I said hopefully they'll do a firmware update that allow us to use the zoom camera, which is a 48 megapixel camera on the zoom lens, and let us use that for mapping instead of just the 12 megapixel camera. Because just the matter of the density of the pixel makes a difference when you're doing mapping.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a wait and see. But I know a lot of folks are going to be ticked off because if they don't allow the regular M3 to get more features, some people are going to feel cheated as far as being able to do like waypoints and stuff like that, and then they're going to lose out if you can do waypoints on the enterprise version, but you don't have the same camera buildings. So like always, DJI has this in the palm of their hand, and we'll have to see who has extra money in their back pocket.
So basically, this is the image that they've been sharing. This one right here, right? That's been
Right.
leaking.
That is it. That is it. And I say the zoom camera is the smaller one next to the laser rangefinder, and the larger lens is the wide lens, which is on mine is a 12 megapixel lens, and then the one next to that on the right side, on our right side, is the thermal. That's the thermal right there. You just point, and then that's the laser.
This
The
one
laser
is the
rangefinder
thermal right here.
No, that's the wide angle lens. That's
This
the
is
thermal right there.
Okay.
And then above that is the zoom.
This is the zoom right here.
That's the zoom. Yes.
And this one here.
That's the laser rangefinder.
Okay. So I remember you saying that all 4 cameras record at the same time.
You can have all 4 cameras record at the same time, or you can go into the software and turn off one of whatever camera that you don't want to use. But default setting is that each camera is recording simultaneously. So when you shoot with one camera, if you're looking at the wide angle lens, the thermal is running, the zoom is running, and the rangefinder is always hot.
Now you also have this one as well. Is this one have a good thermal system on it?
Oh yeah, like I said, the thermal is going to be standard, which is the 640 by 512. That's just industry standard. I don't care who you buy it from. If it's a flare camera, if it's Autel or DJI, you're going to get a 640 by 512. That is industry standard now.
And that one came with the RTK, that you have to buy that separate.
No, I don't know. That's it. That's one that I haven't heard, which I imagine is going to be RTK on this. It'd be kind of nonsense without it, unless they're going to sell like they did with the Enterprise Advanced. It has a module that goes on top on that. Because that's what I have to do with my Enterprise Advanced. It has a separate module that you put on top that you plug into the top of the drone, and then you can get RTK capability.
Okay. Hey, brother Chris Hope, how you doing, buddy? Happy birthday, sir. Thank you for coming in, buddy. Really appreciate it.
Answer Andrew's question. Andrew, I have not seen a price point, but I think it's going to be. I see this replacing the Enterprise Advance because the form factor is smaller than the M30T, and it wouldn't make any sense to put it between the M30T and the Matrice 300. It wouldn't make any sense because you're not buying anything better. Maybe flight wise, because I think what does the Maverick 3 get flight wise?
About 25 minutes, maybe 30.
Yeah, that means if it gets less, that's less than what the M30T gets. The M30T you'll come in.
Where are they going to cut down on weight, because that payload, that camera is way heavier than the one that my Mavic 3 currently have. So I wonder where they're going to cut the weight at. They're going to cut it on the arms, the body, because you know what I mean? Because I think the body is going to be different. I think it's going to be fiberglass or the other type of material to make it lighter.
Well, I think it's going to be in the material, what it's made out of. It's going to be the weight, because there's really nothing else you can cut off the M3 itself, because it was a sleek design to start with. It gave you a wider leg stance to handle the larger battery in the first place. So there's not really much else you can streamline on that drone, which to me is kind of unfortunate, because like we said before, like I said before, one of the problems you have with the Mavic design is the lack of airflow. The lack of airflow from the days going back to the Mavic Pro going forward, you don't have good airflow through the airframe.
Yeah,
most of the airflow comes in from behind the camera, and there's no exhaust ports to let hot air out. And that's why we always had batteries issues, starting back with the Mavic Pro with swelling batteries, the Mavic 2 notorious for swelling batteries, and so on. So like I say, you build these drones, you're making them sleeker, but you're not allowing for heat to dissipate. Now my M30T has fans on it, and as soon as you fire that thing up, you hear the fans kick on, and you can put your hand in the rear of it, and you can feel the air being pushed out the back.
Now, correction, Dre, I'm sorry.
Go
The
ahead.
Mavic 3 does have a longer time, about 40, 45 minutes or 47 on the Mavic 3. Now, let me go ahead and say hi to Mr. Travel Take 360. Thank you, buddy, for popping in. Really appreciate you, sir.
Mr.
Thank you for
Podcast.
joining us. I appreciate it. He did say, Dre, I was saying the same thing like Jim Jordan said. I think it's going to be approximately between, I would say 65 to maybe 8.
Well, that's what I say. I
I
see it replacing the Enterprise Advanced. With the Enterprise Advanced comes in around $65-7 grand. If you get the full kit. What's that, Jim?
This is strictly a commercial drone. You're not going to get
Well,
hobbies.
this is well, like I said, I see the market getting pushed up, and I think Autel kind of threw that gauntlet down about a year ago with the prices they were charging for these nanos when they came out. Everybody was kind of like, whoa, these nanos are costing $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, and everybody was used to paying sub $1,000 for these drones. So guess what? How much the Avata come out to be? 1,300
Yeah.
for a kit for a Avata. Okay. What the Mini 3 come in as? Just over 1,000. You know. So the other words, the window's being pushed. Is getting pushed open to where the hobbyists. I'll put it: the sub 1,000 drone is gonna be a foregone conclusion. It's gonna be gone. Bye bye. And I think people are just gonna start paying more money down the road regardless. So you put this drone out there, like when the Mavic 3 first came out, and everybody like, oh, $3,000. Oh, no way, $5,000 for the city. But problem is, some folks bought it, and some folks are still trying to buy it.
That new Avata with the Fly More package up here in Canada, plus the taxes here in Ontario, $2,044.
Right. So, like I said, they're pushing it. You know. And like I told Adrian when he was, buying that Phantom, I said, and it's amazing. The Phantoms, is probably one of the oldest drones on the market overall.
I'm still holding the price pretty steady, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's one of the oldest drones still on the market in demand, and it's still going for top retail dollar. And that's what kills me is not you think a drone that's 5, 6, 7 years old would be discounted right around 1,000 or whatever. Because most places it's overstocked because DJI is not making any more of them.
Yeah,
this is all overstock that you're getting.
Yeah,
and somebody had sitting on the shelf. I think I saw a guy in Canada had some original old Phantoms, the original Phantom 4s, I should say, the standard ones, brand new in the box, and they're going to throw in an extra battery because they said they can't imagine that the original battery is any good because it's been sitting on the shelf so long. But they're asking for brand new Phantom 4 standard, about $1,000, brand new and stuff. And I was like, wow. And like I said, that drone is holding its value. I can go get a Mavic original Mavic Pro for about $250 now. Somebody might actually give me their original Mavic Air just to get it out of their hands.
Look at this, Dre, right here.
Yeah. That is normal. I saw. I was looking. I saw some Obsidian's ones on sale this week on eBay, and I was tempted. I was very close, and I'm like, dude, I'm not spending that kind of money. And one guy wanted over $2,000 for one. It's used.
Yeah.
And another guy sold one. The bidding started at about $560. By the time it hit the ending point, that thing was over $1,200 for a used Phantom 4 Pro version. I think it was version 2. It might have been a Pro Plus.
All these new drones are pretty awesome, and they're worth every penny, and I understand that, but it's making me appreciate more and more the $1,300 I invested in my Air 2S because the Air 2S rocks. It does. Still enjoy it. Still flies great. Takes great video. Does everything I could want it to do. Flies for a long time. I mean, it really is. It really is, to me, still the best deal. What are you laughing at?
How you doing, brother Kozgolowski? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, sir.
Marcel and I are having a conversation in the chat. That's funny.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that you and Marcel are having a little
Uncle Bill, it's a Canadian thing.
Must be.
Charles Galowski, how you doing, buddy? Thank
To me, still the best deal. I'm sorry, Adrian. Please say hello.
Marty John Ward, how you doing, bro?
Go ahead, Bill.
I'm just saying, it's still the best. It's still the best deal in drones out there right now. It's cheaper than the Avata.
Well, the biggest thing now, Bill, is that we have so many drones out there. Now you get to select a specific drone for what you want.
Yep. For
your needs. And that's the big thing now. And before you bought a drone, you said, okay, I can use it for this, and this. Now you got, like you said, you got the Air 2S, you got the Air 2, you got the Mavic 3, and it's almost like, okay, what do I actually need this for? And you say, okay, that means I don't spend a lot of money on the Mavic 3, so that keeps me in the Air 2S market.
Well, so unlike you, I'm not making money on it. So right now, for my recreation use, my Mini 2, my Air 2S, and now I got the DJI FPV, and I'm digging all of them. I'm having fun with the three of them. The Avata, Seems pretty cool. I'm not
Mhm.
spending all that money. I've got goggles. Oh, the new goggles are better. Well, these goggles still kick ass. The ones that I have the
No,
version
the
two.
new goggles are just fine. There ain't
You know,
there's
so
only minor
got
differences.
that. I got the controller. If I buy the Avata, I'm going to buy the Avata by itself with the single battery and just check it out. And
Yeah.
because here's the bottom line. I still work for a living, and I don't have that much time to enjoy all these drones as much as I possibly could. And if I have the Avata, it would just be for fun.
Right.
I go, you can buy that, and you can do some, like Art was saying, that he can do real estate work with it because you can go through the inside of houses. Well, if I'm inside the house already anyway, I would just take the camera out, just walk through the house. You don't have to fly. You have to fly.
That's just my whole point. It's what you want to use it for, and it actually is it going to be something that's going to enhance what you do, or is it just you feel like you buy the next gadget?
Obviously, to some people, it is enhancing.
Yeah, like I said, it can do
obviously,
something.
and those goggles are better, and they're bad, and they've got great features. Some of the features are pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Are you going to how often are you going to take advantage of it? I bought a lot of things in my life that had great, not necessarily related to drones, but wow, it can do this and can do that, and then you use it a couple of times, and really, that's really cool, and then it just sits there. So you're actually going to buy it and use it and take advantage of these things, and is it worth the investment?
For guys, for guys like you that are flying
not
for
that
fun,
you will, but not to overweight the cost, because I'm one of these guys. I don't make a real lot of money. I do okay, but I don't make a real lot of money. But these are too expensive. They're crazy expensive. And then meanwhile, you're spending $1,200 on a phone. So they're not crazy price. They're really not for what they are and what they do. I mean, you want to buy yourself a great SLR. What are you going to spend? $5,000, $7,000? For a good one.
If you want top notch one,
$2,500 just to get your foot wet. $2,500.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to be able to get the angles and get the shots and enjoy it, that's great. But don't tell me you're going to use it for real estate because you're going to fly through a house, because that's salesman wise, that's just a gimmick.
Well, it's
not
good
just the house.
video on real estate. You're going to walk through with a high quality camera and take good video.
It's not just through the house; it's around it too.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, it allows Bill hit on some good points.
Or Mavic 3, you don't have to buy this. We were talking about, Matty. We were talking about why you would buy maybe possibly the Avata. I mean, not Dre. Dre's on another level. He's talking about he's got his M30 and all that stuff. But what I'm saying for people that aren't a hotshot. No, I mean, they're talking about the average consumer may want to try to make some money with it. I wouldn't buy an Avata necessarily to try to make money. I would buy it to have fun with it. That's
like
just,
I say, I look at it, buying a Avata is like a companion drone where it comes in handy if I need a certain shot for that.
That's the only reason I would buy it.
That's it. Now, going like you're saying, it is a money pit. Not the Avata itself, but this industry, like any other industry, it's a money pit. I have a gimbal, a Moza gimbal for a DSLR camera sitting in the case over here. I have yet to use it on the job. I have a slide pod, which is a thing that motorized slider that goes out. I've used it once, and that's where I did something I did personally myself. I got other, like you said, I got gadgets just for that just in case situation. Not that I'm using them day in and day out. And that's what you say. And for me, I'm notorious secondhand guy. Let me find something that somebody else don't want no more, and I'll say, okay, I'll take it off your hands. Try to save me a few nickels. Like I said, I haven't bought a new car since '85. Everything I've owned since then has been used. Okay, that's just how I operate. All right. So I try to save my nickels where I can. I still try to get what I want, but I try to get at the best price point that I can. So I get that, because, like I said, you can buy drone after drone after drone, and like I say, you have all these different tools, but are you really skilled enough to use them all on a daily basis?
Well, you're building up your tool bag, and you're doing it to feed your family. I mean, and that's one thing, but the majority of us in here aren't necessarily doing that. And for Uncle Bill, boy, I really sound like a douchebag when I say that, don't I? Anyway, for Bill,
Just really old.
for me, I'm just having fun, and I would possibly buy the Avata, just the drone itself, and use what I already have, what I've already purchased. I got a good price on it. And enjoy.
Which is just fine, perfectly fine, because the
Yeah.
goggles we have
well,
now
why
are
not?
more than
And,
sufficient.
and by the way, and if somebody, and people have actually offered me jobs that I didn't take because I don't have my 107. I've actually been offered a job, and I was offered a job to do one of the PBAs. Anyway, long story short, I didn't take it because I'm not in a position to do that right now.
Mhm.
And but if I had that, maybe there's a couple of shots that maybe I could have used the Avata for. I don't know. I haven't really gotten into it, but I'd be more than happy to have fun with it. But here's what bothers me about the whole thing. I do this in my life. I'll buy stuff and it'll just sit there.
Did you buy it, Bill?
Huh?
Did you buy the Avata?
No.
No.
Are you going to buy it? Because you sound like you're going to buy it.
Well, he worked. I
No, if
understand.
I do it, I'm probably just going to buy the drone with one battery.
That's my plan too. For now,
You messing me up, Adrian. I was trying to let him keep going, talk himself into buying it. Then I would buy his DJI FPV at a bigger discount
Oh,
he got a deal on that. So like,
Yeah, I did.
Maddie's already seen what I said. I'm looking for the original FPV for about $500, goggles and everything.
The whole
Somebody
thing.
who just wants that $500. This wants that $500 to get them over the hump so they can buy the next thing they want. And
you'll find
FPV.
a sucker out there somewhere that'll do it.
Dre, I'm sorry.
That's all I'm waiting on.
Your deal, sir.
Nah, yeah, don't worry about it. There'll be somebody who's
Anyway.
gonna need that $500 for FPV.
All right. Let me go ahead and welcome a couple of folks here. We got Mr. Gary Brown Ariels, Chris Hope. If I didn't say hi to you, we got John Flying Flame Media. I don't know who the hell Jim Borchardt is. Andrew, Travel Tech 360. Thank you for popping in. Charles Goluski. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Bill, who the hell is Jim Borchardt? Who's that guy?
One of the funniest guys I've ever met.
I'm sorry, Chris Westwood. Thank you for popping in. So I really appreciate it.
The only reason I won't buy the whole kit is because the goggles don't work with my air units. That's the only reason. But I'll wait for that. It'll happen in time.
Oh yeah, it'll all come about.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, for me, with the ability, if you have a decent computer, a lot of things that you can talk about doing with these different drones can be done in post work. And that's why I said that, there's not a great need. Now, having the drone is a drone that's able to do certain things like the Avata and even the DJI FPV makes it a lot easier when you're editing because it's already natural for them to fly at those speeds and do some of the things they can do. So that's less work in editing. But it's not like you can't already do some of the things as far as in post footage already that these drones give you a sense of speed. That's the biggest thing, the sense of speed. Like I said, I watched some folks who did their demos this week, and I've seen them, they're flying it very slowly inside of houses and other buildings, but then they do a quick little speed ramp move to where it changed directions and all this kind of stuff. That was all post work. That wasn't a drone accelerating real fast and stopping. That was all done in post. So, like I said, the size of it makes it easier to navigate in closed spaces. The Avata with the center whoop styling makes it a lot safer to fly in enclosed spaces because now you have something that's going to bounce off and not tear up. Props get tangled up. Well, that kind of stuff is. So, like you said, before these things came out, people walked around with gimbals, with DSLRs, or with cell phones, and you walked through a house and got the same shots.
Let me welcome.
And did the same thing in post. And when you want to change directions or change the speed ramp to another part of the house or whatever, all this does is allow you to stand still and fly around a house.
Let me welcome a few more folks. We got Exploring with Eden Valley Drones. We got Mr. V-Dub. I actually have someone that have never been on my stream before. but he's actually about to come on in. He's actually giving me the finger right now. I don't even know why, but he's a pretty good guy. Yeah.
You know why?
He's also bald like I am.
You
I have to
absolutely
bring him
know
on in.
why.
How you doing, brother Robbie Gray? How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Well, I said we got somebody here who can speak from firsthand experience. Robbie, I'm sure you got it, didn't you?
Well,
Yeah, he's got it.
let me tell you something. You know, when they first came out with the smart controller, or shall I say, the second version of smart control, I bought it for my Air 2S, and then after I bought the Mavic 3, and they made the RC Pro compatible, and then we did this crap with the Mini 3, and this is compatible with the Mavic 3 now.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I bought the ProView, the combo, and I'll say this: why I got it. Number one, I have trouble seeing certain distances up close, and I was going to buy the prescription lens to go in my PV goggles. The new ones you can focus. It's a big plus. Big plus on those goggles for that. Number one. Number two, they're lighter weight. If by chance they will make those new goggles work with the original FPV, and Matty shaking his head, I would love to. Dude, I could sell my goggles. I wouldn't need them. I'd get my money back for the goggles, at least some of it. And I already had my motion controller, but I was just going to get the drone. And I did a video on Facebook where I went and picked it up from Big Camera, and I'm going to stream Monday night. I'd been moving. World Drone Community has been every 2 weeks. So I'm going to do 1 week World Drone, the next week time I'm going to do my travel tech. So I'll have it on there on Monday night. Tom Rowland's going to be on there with me.
So
and let y'all actually see it.
I got a question for you, Robbie Gray. Did you or did you not get it?
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask you to go ahead and give us a peep of it?
Not until Monday night when Tom comes on.
Okay, then, Marty, do me a favor and freak out. Go ahead.
Why? What
Freak.
the hell?
If you want to see what it looks like, you can go to my Facebook. And when I went to buy it, I did the video there, and you can see it there. Otherwise, This is my second live stream I've ever done on my Travel Tech channel. I've always done it on my World Drone Community. So I'm going to start doing some stuff on my Travel Tech. But I'll say this: the glasses, I just went in to get the drone itself. But after I put those glasses on and saw how they were adjustable, like, damn, I don't have to get the prescription lenses. You know, maybe by chance, if somehow they make these new goggles work with the old FPV, which, like Matty said, probably not, maybe not. If they did, oh damn! I mean, it's a big savings to be able to do that. But the goggles are amazing, guys. They're so lightweight. They're like I would say they're probably a third the thickness as the DJI goggles here. They're probably like this thin. I mean, and they're comfortable.
Now, Robbie Gray, are they lighter than those?
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And I'll tell you, the battery pack is like 75% smaller than what the battery pack is on this one.
Really? 75?
Yeah, it's thin. Yeah, it's thin. And also it has a locking device, because some of you guys that have been flying and done this procedure before, you know, by accident, you won't do that with the new one because it has a lock on it. So when it locks in place, it actually locks over a clip and you're not going to pull it out.
Okay.
I'm not crazy about the long cable, which I'm sure someone's going to make a shorter cable like these, but they need to make it with a locking device on it, like the original one now.
I'm not really sure why they went with a proprietary 9-volt plug-in. It's not the same as the one we have now. It's not the same plug-in, which is kind of odd. I don't know why they did that, but
yeah,
whatever.
So you'll get 2 boxes with the ProView. You'll get one box that has the drone in it, and you'll get the other box that has the goggles and the.
Okay, how you doing, brother Mike from Fly Zone Drone? Thank you for popping in, buddy. Now, when it comes to the Avata, Matty, if I'm not mistaken, it only comes with the motion controller, correct?
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, not necessarily. DroneWorks is selling a kit that has the controller in it.
Hey, I have the actual controller in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They have a bunch of leftovers from when people crashed their DJIs, and they return them, they just pull the drone out of the kit and give it to the customer. So they have a bunch of controllers left over. So they're adding them into the kits for an extra price. Is what they're doing.
Okay. That would be the FPV controller, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I was to go ahead and get the Avata, I could just buy the drone by itself. I don't even need to buy the goggles or anything. Just buy the drone.
Right.
Yes.
The problem is, at least over here, is there are very few of them that are just selling the drone. They're pushing those combos. So you can find now and then a place that you can get just the drone itself. But right now they're really trying to push the 2 combos that they have to get you to buy more. Because
They're not shipping. They're not shipping drone only yet, DJ. So
Nobody is. It's all pre-order.
Yeah, so they say it's going to be like it's going to be a month before everybody actually has just the drone itself. You buy the combo today, you can walk in, big camera, and walk right out with it.
Gotcha. Well, that sounds like fun. What about the prices? What are the prices on that? I haven't even seen the price.
$13.88 for the top tier combo, $11.88 for the V2 goggles, $6.29 for the drone itself.
Okay.
Oh, you know, they were smart though when they did that, in a way, because I was thinking,
you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you, guys. I'm on DJI's site right now, and it says for just the Avata, no RC, just the drone, with 1 battery, of course. Ship in 10 business days. Estimated delivery 11 to 12 business days after payment is confirmed. So they're moving along pretty quickly.
So they stopped the reserving. So you don't have to reserve it anymore.
I mean, that's not bad.
Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
Is that what you're
So
saying?
right now, if I buy it right now,
reserve it.
If I were to pay right now, it would ship in 10 business days.
Okay, so you can pay for it. Because before you couldn't pay for it. Before you had to reserve.
Oh no, it's right there. Right, boom. Continue without coverage.
Right, how you doing, Donnie, the View Chaser? How you doing,
card and checkout. Yeah, no, it's checkout. No, it's let me pay for it.
$6.29.
Like,
shop now.
check
Add
out.
care refresh. Continue without coverage. One item.
It's expensive.
View cart.
When I went to get it, I
I
thought,
just said
they are.
I know. I just said all those same things.
Cool.
I was going to get the 3
Well, they weren't
batteries.
doing that before. That's why I was shocked to see that they are.
Yeah, you got to buy the fly more.
It's not like it's not like the Mini 3, but they're ready to go.
No, you can buy the drone now, Rob. That's what they're saying. That's what he just said. It went online.
Yeah.
Now they took the reserve off of it. You don't have to reserve it anymore.
Guys,
That's
look
good.
at Dave. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up on the stream. I really appreciate it.
Hi,
They
Danny.
took order pre-sales here, or pre-orders, I guess, and then they're going to get them on the 3rd of September here for people that bought just the drone. So whoever's paid for it so far, they can still order it and get it on the 3rd, which is like next weekend, right in that range. But guys, anybody that buys this drone, if they get the full combo pack, remember one thing: these drone companies that make these cases for these drones, they're like tripping over each other to try to get the case out for this drone. When you buy that case, make sure that there's an area in that case for the standard controller too. Because right now, the only company that I found that has a case online is
Can't
Start
put the
RC.
controller in it.
Yeah, and they only have it for this. But I'll say this: the case that Start RC has is set up where you can use either one of the goggles. So what you can do is you can either put the original goggles in there. It has an insert that pulls out that gives you more room, so you can put the original goggles. If you pulled that out and like cut it in half and slid it back in there, you could get this in one side and the goggles beside it. But they should have thought about that when they made that case, because everybody's going to want this.
Mm-hmm.
It's an FPV drone, and it's got the nice goggles. People are buying it for the goggles and for the FPV. That's basically what it is.
Hey, Adrian, I need to bounce, get ready for movie night. So I want to say my goodbyes. Mr. Jim Bozart, thank you, sir, for coming in. And I thank you for all that information.
Mr. Beauchart, Uncle Medium.
Beauchart, I'm sorry. Thank
Thanks
you for
for
coming in and all that information that you gave us
What'd you
about
call him?
Canadian drone.
Blow fart? What was that?
Mr.
bullshit.
Bo, I like
I
to
was,
shart
I was
myself.
gonna say that for you, Uncle Bill. Hey, as always, Robbie, good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Thank you for coming in. Uncle Bill, I'm sure I'll trip over you somewhere online and stuff. And
We
Maddie,
always
as
do.
always, I see you all the time, everywhere, all the place.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, buddy.
Seeing Maddie is like going to the mall, always there.
Thank you for being here, Dre. I'll see you later, buddy.
All right, later.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Very
Hey,
knowledgeable
Adrian.
fella.
Bill, I need your address. When text to me when you're done with the
What?
show or during the show. I need your
I
address.
do not know my address.
I thought I had it. I don't. I thought I had
Hey,
it.
Adrian,
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Robbie.
go to my Facebook, and I did a live on Facebook when I went to buy my drone, and I show all the stuff on the drone and the little battery where you can see the difference, and you can see everything you want to see physically about what that drone is.
Okay. And you say you put it on your Facebook?
At 2:30 in the fucking morning.
And Maddie was online.
I was there. I couldn't
And
sleep.
the-
My phone went off, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?"
And then TJ popped up.
I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I saw my phone go off, and I saw Robbie Gray was live, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so I jumped on
You
there.
know
and he
the
was in
thing
the
is,
story.
though, it's funny because I feel like that these drone companies are selling. If you bought a drone with a full Flymore pack, the damn price is so freaking high. I think that it takes. They're thinking we need to take people's eye off of the total price. Let's separate those 3 battery combo packs to make it look like it's a cheaper price and give them an option to upgrade later. So when I bought my Pro View pack, I thought, man, I want to get it all, ND filters and all this shit. Guess what? You just get the 1 battery with it. That's all you get. You don't get all the extra stuff.
They went a la carte with everything, and I don't.
Exactly.
I understand
No.
the batteries. I understand the batteries. That's one thing, but to not be, to not sell an FPV combo without a fucking regular controller drives me ballistic.
Well, you
I
know
don't
what? I'll tell you what it
understand why they
reminds
did
me
that.
of. What it reminds me of, and Maddie, you don't probably remember this because you may not be old enough. Bill, you remember this, and so does Jim.
What are you saying?
HP used to sell their printers with full ink cartridges and a USB cable, and those ink cartridges were full, and the shit was expensive. Then they got smart and they said, you know what? We can sell it for 30% less by giving them this much ink and no cable to run with
Sure.
it. And then people would buy it thinking, hey, I got a deal. They print out 10 pages, and guess what? They got to buy that damn ink. By the time they buy the ink, it costs more than what the original
Well,
printer
just like
was.
now with cell phone companies not sending charging cables with their phones because they're like, yeah, they've already got one at home. Yeah,
Lexmark for a period they were selling printers for like $40. I mean, the whole
Yep.
for $39.95, the entire printer, and it came with ink. And then when the ink ran out, it was cheaper to just buy another printer than to get more ink. But you know what? That's
You're right, Bill. The Lexmark printers were really cheap, and it's funny how, I mean, the ink. But then HP got smart, and they're like, okay, we'll fix this problem. We'll put a chip in the damn ink cartridge to count
Right.
how many they go through. So if you're running 4 or 5 colors on a particular printer, and the printer goes, hey, you've had 700 pages print, you got to remove the ink. Hell, half the ink cartridges aren't even full, but they got a chip. So you can't refill the damn things because they got a counter on them.
Right.
So, they found a way to
Yeah, but
lock
they
it
found
up.
their way around that. You can still get aftermarket ones with chips in them.
Yeah.
It all came around. I mean, at work we have all kinds of printers there, different printers, and I'm constantly going online. I've forced them to get away from inkjet, and we have all toner now.
Yeah.
So it's just so much. I bought this Samsung. Yeah, Samsung. It's just black and white, but it actually has a scanner and a printer, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I can make copies and like that. And I just buy my ink, my toner aftermarket, and I bought the whole thing for $100. I mean, they're probably
I bought
$250 now.
This is a
But I
brother
bought
laser.
it for $13.
This is the brother laser full color. I think I paid $540 or $560 for it full. And I mean, we print out so much stuff, and I've had to fill the black just once for the first time. So I've run it for 6 months and just replaced the black for the first time.
Robbie
And it cost
Gray.
me
I'm going to answer Andrew. Yes, toner is better than inkjet. Toner doesn't dry out. I mean, if you don't use your your toner printer for 6 months, you can still use it. If it was an inkjet printer, it'd be all dried out. You have to buy new cartridges for it.
Now,
Anyway,
Robbie Gray, all printers aside, I was looking at well, I guess when you went live on Facebook about the Avada.
Right.
And I know that you want everybody to go see it on your channel. Can I play that
correct,
here
John.
now?
Yeah, go
Or would
ahead.
you rather people to go to your channel and watch it?
No, it's okay. Just let them.
It's only It's only Facebook. It's not like
Yeah.
he's getting monetized.
Yeah. It's
No,
public.
I
I'm gonna
understand that, but I'm still asking for his permission before I do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Go ahead.
Robbie, tell your brother not to put the battery in it.
Okay, that's fine. Just make sure it says GoPro.
It is. It's right there.
Okay.
Well, let me turn it around. There, right? See it?
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you put the battery in it, it actually powers when you don't know it, and it'll start getting really hot.
Okay, no problem.
So
remove the SD card.
I'm going to send it just like that. All right. Just
okay, remove the SD card.
All right. Yeah. I already took it out.
Okay.
All right. So give me 1 second. Let me see if it will play.
Guys, I did this on my phone. I was inside a mall on a 3rd floor, in
with a
between
broken
floors.
neck.
You look terrible.
With
All
a
right, so
broken
you all
neck.
ready? All right, let's go.
Get better.
Guys, I'm here in Thailand at Big Camera, so I'll let y'all kind of see what we got here. So here's the box. Talking about small. Oh, woo. It is very, very small. I'm really shocked. We got the smart controller here for the DJI Avata. It's the same exact controller, of course, with the DJI FPV. So it's the same thing there.
Does it look like a can
Here we
opener?
have the drone. And it's
A little bit.
It's a little beefy, but of course this is your display model, so it's got metal on the bottom of it, but it's got transparent props on it. So it's got there are five that are on here, and wow. So it's plastic. It's got the whoop around the outside. There's the battery. The battery actually locks in the back, just like the DJI FPV. You'll see it under the metal part right there beside the right side of the button. But it's really funny because it actually looks like a Mavic 3 battery that's slid up inside the, I guess you call it a subframe that fits on the top. So it's actually a plastic piece. But it feels solid. It's definitely plastic.
I've seen so many of these
It's
crash,
definitely
and not one of them
plastic
has
here, so this
been
is the
damaged.
actual product.
Not one.
So this is the box for the one
Maddie,
that you
can
get.
save
This
the
is
GoPro.
display just for the battery and the actual
Yeah,
drone
he asked.
itself.
It's an 8. It's a Hero 8.
And then
He thought it was a 10.
other one comes separately.
Just keep it. It's okay. We'll talk about it later.
So Robbie, this drone also has ADS-B according to the box.
That's what it said on the box. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Where you can buy the goggle kit or the goggles too for the DJI. Let's look at these goggles. So they flip up compared to the old goggles that had the antennas that screwed on.
These are the new goggles. Okay,
But
nice.
they're
Okay.
really thin. I mean, look how small
They
are.
are a
compared
lot
to my
smaller than
hands.
the other ones.
And you guys that fly DJI FPV know how big the old ones were. So these actually come with a shield built on the inside. So this pops out of the inside, of course, to keep the sun out. And there are your lens. And then at the bottom, you have adjusters here.
Diopters.
And that'll help you. You know, one thing I see here is a lot of people are buying the lens for the DJI FPV to fit their glasses. So this will help that. And then they've just got stickers over the top of them, you know, that you peel back after you actually buy the product. There's a button on the inside here, which I would say it's.
So is the power
like
button inside the
power.
goggles now?
And
No,
what
that's
else
a
we got
pairing
here?
button on the inside.
Okay,
it's
okay,
got a
okay.
touch operation area here is what.
Oh, it has a
showing.
little touch screen. That's what you were
Yeah,
talking about the
inside.
other day, Matt.
Yeah, it's
Power
got a
plug on that
touchpad on it.
side.
Okay.
Here you have a microphone, and your micro SD card fits here. So yeah, these are like really small. I'll tell you, it's a big improvement on the rubber on these compared to the DJI FPV. You know, we always rip them off and put the other ones on. So these are like really, really soft. So love these glasses though. So
Tom,
so these antennas just flip up.
So confused.
Lens capture online,
Yeah,
Tom.
you know,
Tom,
getting back to this, it's
he was
just a
saying
standard.
it does get some light
like everybody
bleed
said,
in
probably
through
got a lot
those.
of these left over. Now on this one, you can fly.
Oh, I see that.
Hold on. What were you saying?
What did
Bill?
Here, stop the screen share for a second.
Tom's
'Cause
already got
everything that-
his, and he was saying he's getting some light bleed in with the new goggles, and he's already ordered.
Oh,
He's already ordered foam. You know, the new foam to take care of that. That's all.
Okay. So let me go ahead and stop here and just say hi to a few new faces here that I've seen. We got Mr. Drone on the bayou. How you doing, brother? Thank you for popping in. We got Hood Tours.
Right. He figured third party foam. He already ordered it. Right, Mikey.
So Tom, fuck is his channel again?
How's his last name? Tower?
Capture Online.
Lens
Okay.
capture
Yeah.
online.
He
He's already got a
his.
video up.
And you said that he already got his?
He already got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he already posted a video of him flying it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Barkley 107 Drones has his coming on Monday.
Yeah, that's why he said in the chat earlier. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. I got Robbie. You say you in Thailand, correct?
Yep.
Thailand.
Holy cow! What time was that when you went live?
It was like 1:30 in the afternoon my time.
So it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning for us.
Yeah, and Maddie was online.
Because you know Mighty crazy. That's why that motherfucker stays online.
And then TJ popped up.
Holy crap! Yeah, that remote looks exactly like my old one.
Or you can't do it with a DJI.
Yeah, it does. I felt it. It seems smaller in the store, but
pretty cool.
When I
pretty cool
compared it,
drone, guys. So they actually
Now the bottom of that joint, is that metal right there?
No, it's plastic.
Frame?
Plastic. Plastic.
Plastic, okay.
Yep.
Be too heavy.
You know, I'll tell you, the battery, Adrian, it's like a mini version of the Mavic 3 battery, but when you lock it in, it still has that locking mechanism in the back like the FPVs have, like the standard one has. But it's little, it just locks right in.
Nice.
You guys want to see his video? Tom, he got it yesterday. He flew it, and he's already posted a video.
Yeah, go ahead and share it. Why not?
All right, why not?
Wait a minute. What about music? Don't share the volume.
I got you.
Okay.
What if we hum through
I'm
it?
assuming he flying it with a motion control. I'm assuming.
Yeah. That's all he has so far. He had to order with the standard kit separate. If he had ordered it with the Fly More and whatever else, the whole thing would have been delayed. So he purchased just the standard kit with the motion controller, and that's what he has so far. He still hasn't gotten his Fly More kit and the other shit that he ordered.
Okay.
He's flying this right now with a dildo.
With his dildo.
Adrian, have you used your motion controller before?
Oh, hell yeah. I love that thing, Robbie.
Dude, I love it. I love it, man.
Nice video, huh?
Marcel, I think it's got to be 1080p.
I don't know so like what this looks like to you guys. This is smooth and beautiful to me. I don't know how it look. I don't know how it looks like sharing with you guys, but
Looks backwards.
Exactly.
yeah, well, of course, bass backwards.
Damn. What? I would not be doing that.
There you go. That's it.
One thing I like about this drone is when they made that plastic, it doesn't flex in, because on some of the center whoops and the mini whoops, they're so flexible. If you hit something hard, it'll break your prop because it pushes in. There's no space between the prop and the actual frame itself. So this is like, it'll bounce back. Now, Dobo makes something, it's a new little guard that you can get to put on the outside, and I'm going to definitely be getting that. It gives you a little bit more of a bounce back when you hit something.
That'll weigh 10 pounds.
Yeah, there's nothing light about this thing. It's not light, and it doesn't fly like a light drone. And it's like the other one, the other FPV, the original one, it's heavy, but it's got power. This one doesn't have the power near what the original one was, like the one you've got, Bill, the one I've got. Nothing like that. It's a different type of flyer, totally.
I remember Ken Heron doing a video on a joystick. Now, the motion controller, what's the lag like with that?
It's responsive. I mean, when I've used it, it's kind of like when I first went to use it, I'd made a comment before several times on streams that when people use it, they would go straight. And then when they wanted to turn, they would hit the pause button and stop it and turn it, click it again. All you do is turn it in. When you turn it in, it'll roll back. So you know how the NASCAR, they fly down the track, and when they get to the end, they curve back around and it comes the other direction. That's the way you use this. So you don't have to like do all like this. You turn it in like this or like this, and it hooks back.
Cool.
So,
and you're not limited left.
No, you're
left.
not. Guys.
Left.
So you guys know. When I do my little reviews on the stuff I do, I don't buy every single drone and try to put it out first, like some people have said. He's got to get it first. He got to get it first. But let me tell you something. I bought the Nano Plus. I paid $1,250 for it. I gave it away to Alderan. I shipped it to the U.S. It cost me $200 to get it there. I bought the Altel Light Plus. I paid $1,780. Okay, I gave that drone away. I didn't keep it. I bought the FPV drone that I kept for myself. I bought the Mini 3. I bought the Mavic 3. I spend a lot of money on this stuff. And I do it because I enjoy it.
Hey, Robbie Gray, didn't you just get the DJI FPV just recently?
Yeah, I just got it like 3 weeks ago. So I bought 3 drones. So I've spent what, $4,000 basically? Yeah, close to $4,000 in the last basically 3 weeks on the stuff that I ordered. Don't do it to try to get it first. I retired 10 years ago. I'm home every day bored. I love to fly. So when something comes out that I think I'm interested in, I buy it.
Yeah,
I don't need to chase anybody for subs or anything else. Not trying to make money off YouTube. I enjoy doing it. Just like when I made the keychains and sent to you guys. At $15 a piece, at $30, getting a free website and me pay for the shipping, you can see after material. I didn't make anything. I do everything I can do to try to generate money where I can buy stuff to give back to you guys in events, just like when I did Ray's event and gave away the Mini 2, the action cams, the GoPro, that stuff. Dude, I enjoy doing that. I enjoy sharing and trying to get new people in this field. But I've had a couple of people pop up and make the comment that, oh, he's got to be the first one to get it. I don't always get the stuff first. They have it here, but I don't always get it first. I didn't get the Mini 3 for almost a month. And then I decided, hey, I think I want to get it. And I was going to just get the drone itself this time, just the drone, until I put those goggles on. And I was like, with my eyes, I have to wear glasses when I'm up close to really see good. And I'm not happy with the bulkiness of that. When I put them on and realized that you could adjust the lens, I was like, I'm going to get it. So I got it for that purpose. And I hope to probably sell these other goggles I have if they can make some compatibility for it.
Tenfold.
Wake up, Bill.
Holy crap, you said 3 drums in less than a week, you said?
Well, in the last 3 weeks, I bought the FPV. I paid $1,000 for it with the 3 batteries. I bought the Mini 3. I don't know what I paid for it. I think it was like $1,000. And then I just bought the Pro View kit of this and some accessories to go with all of them because I bought all new hard shell cases. So I think I spent $4,000 total on the 3 drones and all the accessories I bought in the last 3 weeks.
And John on the bio say he just ordered his with the Fly Mode kit. So holy cow.
Yep. I didn't. The Flymore kit's even more expensive. Here it was separate. and they didn't have them in stock. They're coming now to do that. But like I was saying before, on the kits, you got one price for the drone, and you would think the highest kit would have everything in it. It doesn't. You still got to buy that fly more. It's separate from the actual kit itself.
Yeah. Holy crap. Well, honestly, Robbie, as I've told a lot of guys, I'm pretty happy with my DJI FPV one. I don't think I will be grabbing this one.
I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't sell my FPV.
It just the about it. I guess I kind of feel the same way I feel like the Mavic. Not the Mavic, the Mini 3 Pro. It's just a drone that I'm just not interested in getting. I guess I don't like the design. I think the design is crappy as hell to me, just like the Mini 3 Pro. And I'm not saying that the Mini 3 Pro does not have a nice RC Pro, which it does. I've already flew a couple of my buddies got him. I already flew them. I just don't like the way they handle the vertical camera and all that crap. I think is okay. You know, I saw him use it on to put like do video shorts and stuff like that. I guess it's pretty cool if you want to talk about it. But again, it's just a drone that I'm just not interested in getting. It just
because it's a mini. It's a mini. I don't want a mini.
Bro, I'm getting tired of the freaking miniature drones. I really am.
It's a good drone, bro.
I'm not saying that it's not a good drone. I'm not saying that.
This is what sold it. This is what made it.
And that would probably be the only reason why I was thinking about getting it. But then it's just not a drone that I'm interested in. I just don't like the drone, period.
Well, just don't be fooled when everybody's talking about the smart controller. This is a real smart controller.
I love that drone. I got that remote right there.
I can't justify spending $1,200 on it though. That's what's killing it for me is the fucking price.
Well, when I bought the Triple Tech, I paid $800 for my Triple Tech. After buying the damn mount to go on my N1 RC N1 in the off balance and had to get the damn lanyard to keep it from falling out of my hand, and it's just when you put your head over your feet, your balance is off, and that's exactly what that Triple Tech did. So I sent my Triple Tech back and got my $800 back, and then I put the extra money with it, and I bought the RC Pro, and I am very happy that I got this particular controller, and it's great. But getting back to what you said about the original FPV, this original FPV is 3 times faster than what the 4 times faster than this new drone is. The thing about this new drone is goggles, and you can't understand it until when the stores have it. And you can go in there and put it on, put those goggles on, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. The size form factor is what really makes it. The clarity of the lens, and I love it because I can adjust the lens on my eyes, and it doesn't kill your nose like the original one. You know, everybody changes out the rubber around the goggles on the originals, and it kills your nose.
Which I did. I changed mine.
Yeah. You don't have to on these. Now, I have had a couple of people like Tom say there's some lights getting in a certain area or something. I don't know. I mean, I've only put mine on 2 times, but they're so comfortable, Adrian.
On what?
On the Avata, the new goggles.
I heard a couple people say there's light. Yeah, but that depends on the facial. That depends on your face. That ain't got nothing to do with light leak.
And they could change that, but the foam is just the rubber. It's actual rubber that they use. It's a better goggle. That's it. And I pray that they find a way to make it work with you, because I love my original FPV, and I love this, dude. I can fly through this. I mean, I enjoy it.
It will, in time. The whole FPV community is having a shit fit over the fact that the new goggles won't work with the existing Vista units, but give it time. They will. They're trying to sell their shit. Once they're done selling, they'll make them. They'll make it work.
You know, it seems like that everything they make is compatible. It's just a time frame on
it's all time frame and firmware. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all it takes.
So, you know, in your case, Adrian, the only thing you need to really buy is a drone, because you could use your goggles and use your motion controller and use your standard controller for it, and that's all you'd have to buy. And dude, you're ready to roll. But the whole difference is, honestly, I don't know now that I put the goggles on if I would buy it just for the drone and use the old stuff, because for me, best feature is the goggles, dude. It's the best feature out of all of it. Everything's smaller. The batteries are smaller. The cables have locking connectors where you can't pull them out, where it goes into return to home mode and stuff like that. So, that's what you really got to think about when you spend this money. And I had not planned on buying it. I was just going to get the drone. But after putting that on and realizing that those lenses were adjustable for me, because over here you can buy the prescription lens. You can send your doctor's lens in, and you can buy the lens that go in the original goggles, to fix that issue so you can have your real vision. The new ones, you don't do that. You can adjust them in and tune them in. You don't even have to do that with these new ones.
Look.
Yeah.
Bill,
His dad has something to say.
what in the world?
He's out. Hey, welcome back.
Dude, go to sleep.
What?
Go to sleep.
Oh, shove it. I was relaxing.
We caught you sleeping, fool. Go to sleep.
He only sleeps when I talk. I bore him.
Blase, fucking blah.
Everybody's telling you to wake up. Look at it. Look. Watch this. Look at that.
What?
Funny. That was good shit.
Look at that.
Hey, look,
Everybody
guys,
knows
I gotta
wasn't
run.
funny. I wasn't quite
I just
asleep. I
wanted
was
to come
close.
on and say hello. I'm gonna run out of here, guys.
Hey, Robbie. Thank you for popping in. You're welcome anytime, buddy.
See you, Robbie.
See you later, man.
You guys,
been
the
drinking a lot?
conversation was going on just fine without me. So, why can't I just catch the catnap? Well, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, you fucking blah.
Blah, blah,
Okay, so, hey, guys. Welcome into Adrian's channel.
Uncle Bill is back after he fell asleep on the freaking.
Well, no, I may have nodded off. I was actually trying to be interested, and I was for a bit, but it got to the point where okay, all right, and I lost.
And
Anyway, look,
now we're
Johnny
silent.
Joe Flyer, Adrian, Bob, Mike.
Yep, I missed that
Ray.
lunch too.
You weren't there.
That was from the fishing boat, right? Yeah.
It was the after the fishing boat.
Me and my son went back to the hotel.
We wanted you there, but you weren't there, Pecker.
Yeah, me and
We
my
had
son.
yeah,
That's all good.
Ray and Rob,
It's all
and look at me in the back. We had a server take the picture. This is my favorite picture from the whole get together. Even though you're not there, Maddie, it makes me sad, and it's my desktop right now.
Damn, man. Fuck.
What?
Huh?
What's the matter? What's the matter? Why weren't you on the boat the next day?
No, I am. I was just thinking about something, man, because
Boom, boom,
something
boom.
that I need to go ahead and do tomorrow, but yet I was supposed to start doing it tonight, but I forgot, so I just thought about it. I'm about to start doing it in a little bit. Anyway, let's get back to the show. It's been 2 hours and 7 minutes now.
Been going
for a little bit longer because I'm about
It's
to go
still today.
call it a night. Uncle Bill, since you're actually awake finally, let me see that shirt.
How are you talking about?
Let me see
I
the
was
shirt.
awake as long as humanly possible.
Okay, let me
Some
see
of
the
the
shirt.
conversation. I mean, some of the conversation was pretty repetitive.
Uncle
I'm sorry.
Bill, I need you
What?
to please stand up a little bit. Let me see the shirt. A little bit more. Don't fall on me. Okay, that says DT, stand for Dick Tracer. Okay, got it.
Drone therapy. Bill Thomas's shirt. I won it
Actually, Dick
2 weeks
Tracy.
ago.
Remember Dick Tracy? That's what it stands for.
Deep throat.
Yeah, I remember Dick Tracy. Do you?
Jim Bush, how
Colin?
you doing, buddy? Cause you've been
He was
quiet
the
this
first
whole
one
time. How you
to
doing,
talk
buddy?
to the bot. Fine, good.
Adrian to Jim Beauchart. Adrian to Jim Beauchart. How you doing, buddy?
Jim Beauchart to Dick Tracy.
drone on to Bayou. What's up?
The first one to talk in his watch.
I need to clarify something here. I love Robbie. He's a great guy.
I think
But-
he is too.
You
I do. I
clarify
really
that?
do. But you see, the things he was explaining, I've already heard, and many times, over and over. went over.
Well,
So,
all the reviewers did all
I
that.
don't mean to be mean or anything, but I've heard it before, and
Well, he's trying to explain it from something coming from a little guy, like not
I
somebody
not
that's
at
got
all. I'm sorry.
100,000 subs. And
It's no insult to him. He's a nice person,
I get
and
what he's
doing good work, and he's whatever. Anyway, don't bust my balls because I passed out a little bit. I had a long day. I was at work very early this morning. Came home, rushed as soon as I got in the door. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Got on Arch channel. I was on Arch channel the whole time. Came in here, tried to bring my gold, to this channel, and I failed. And I nodded off a little bit. I'm tired. But that doesn't mean I don't respect and love and appreciate everything everybody says. Even you, Adrian.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Stop laughing at me, Mikey. I passed out. I fell asleep for a minute. I am still enjoying my peanut butter whiskey. And if I didn't have a big bowl of menudo in the other room, I might even go.
I thought you said you got big. Okay, I'm sorry. I was going in the wrong.
Menudo.
I'm sorry. Damn.
Oh,
my wife makes menudo.
Listen, a big shout out to Uncle Bill's Toys from Marcel of Aces FPV for the big and amazing giveaway he did. 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, the OM5.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the same one that I bought from you, right, Maddie?
No, you bought the OM4.
Okay, 10-4.
We gave away the 5. Now, this week we're giving away. She actually messaged me, and I'm not sure what it is that she's giving away. So we're just going to leave it.
Hold on a second, Uncle Bill. Let me say hi to Mr. Paul Wedgenbig and also Scott and Nadal. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate you.
You might not know what she's giving away, but I know what she's going to be wearing.
All right. Jim, we understand you. You lust. We understand that. And she loves you too, by the way.
No, that's the best part. Somebody does
but she's in Corpus Christi, Texas. You're in Ontario, Canada. So what are you going to do about it?
When they talk about long distance love affair, I can't even afford to go 4 inches for love.
Uncle Bill, I think I need to go ahead and block Mr. Uncle Medium from Facebook. Anytime I'm at work, all I hear is ding, ling, 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 ling. This guy is sending me some. I don't even know how his wife put up with him because, oh man, the shit that he be sending me, Uncle Bill, is ridiculous.
Who you blocking?
Uncle Extra Medium.
Uncle Extra Medium. I'm not talking about Jim Boschert. I'm talking about Uncle Extra Medium. Jim Boschert happens to be a great and amazing guy. I'm talking about Uncle Extra Medium, not Jim Boschert.
That guy.
But it's the same. It's the same guy. But it's the same guy.
Hey, you talking about different personality, Matty? Get with the program, dude.
He is fucking weird, ain't he?
Just because
you're up as a clown and shit, like what the hell?
Just because you didn't see Superman and Clark Kent in the same room doesn't mean that was the same guy.
Hey, for example, Matty, I don't think you actually saw this. Hold on, where was it at? Did I delete it? I think I took it off. Hold on, give me 1 second.
I'm looking at the chats. Menudo is a dish. It's an ethnic dish. It's made by the Filipinos. It's also made by other people. It's like a Filipino stew with ground pork, ground beef, potatoes, carrots. It's delicious.
Marty, watch this, Marty. Hold on. Watch this. Hold on.
I'm not scary, Jim. Shut up.
Just share the whole fucking screen. Hold on. Watch this, Maddie.
Oh, I know. I've seen all of them.
This is new.
It's Uncle Extra Medium. I heard you were going to have...
Listen again.
Hi, Adrian. It's Uncle Extra Medium. I heard you were going to have Jim Boschert on your show.
Oh, God.
Don't let him tell any racial jokes. He's a bad guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
He is a bad guy. He's terrible.
He's a very bad guy.
Anybody that dresses like a clown, yeah, they can
Really?
really suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a.
Now, could this be true, Maddie?
You really are a bad guy.
Could that be
It-
true, Maddie? Can you see the chat?
Yeah, if he knows, he'll know. He knows more than any of us do. Trust me, if he says it's coming, it's coming.
So when is that one
What?
supposed to be coming out? It's supposed to be coming out
What,
when?
what did you just say?
Does he work for DJI?
If he says it's coming, it's coming? Wow. I'm disappointed in you, Maddie.
Shit happens.
Just saying.
Now, if that's supposed to be happening in Las Vegas, Lon, if I'm not mistaken, the commercial UAV shit DJ is having
I think it's
is in Las Vegas, isn't it? That's normally where they be having it, if I'm not mistaken. Well, not only they have it in other different places too.
I'm thinking it's in Vegas. I think so. Vegas or yeah, it's got to be yeah.
Honestly, Barkley, DJI is very I mean, shit, we can't predict nothing with DJI. They just release whatever the hell they want to whenever they feel like it. It doesn't matter.
That's true. They've done it before.
I mean, the DJI Mavic 3 just came out recently. Then the Mini 3, and now they did this fucking Nevada. And I mean, the other one probably be here by next week, maybe, or maybe next month.
But it's amazing how no matter what these announcements are, the shit's all quality. You know, I mean, other companies make all these big, grandiose announcements and pay and, you know, they put it in your face and they suck. You know, I mean, DJ stuff does not suck.
I agree with you, Uncle Bill. I do think that DJI is top notch when it comes to drones. I mean,
Oh, I wanted to spend that much. Okay, well, then buy shit. Just saying.
yes, 107 because enterprise can consumer two different divisions, just like the Action 3 coming out. Okay. Yeah, I guess they're coming out with another Action 3. Now it's going to be another one. The Pocket 3, I believe. Because right now they only have the Pocket 2, right, Maddie?
Right now they have the Pocket 2. I hear Pocket 3's on the horizon, but who knows?
What
Uncle
extra do they have?
Bill, what's on the menu tonight? Another screwball?
Yes, this is Screwball right here.
Okay, then screw your
That's
balls.
the last of it, by the way. I'm about out.
Uncle Bill, screw your balls. I'll be right back.
Oh, my gosh.
Maddie, Jim Beauchart, take over for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, yay.
Okay, what could they do to the Pocket 3 to improve the Pocket 2?
I don't know. I was just told to screw my balls, so I don't know. No idea. What could it do to make it better? I don't know. 1-inch sensor? I don't know. I don't have any of the Pocket 1, 2, 3. Don't know.
I got 2 2s.
2 2s. That's 4.
4s.
Make it fly. Oh, Pocket 2 drone. Okay. Mikey, what is so goddamn funny? Matt, you better take this over because I hit the restroom.
Jim?
Yes,
Anything?
sir. Anything? Bueller? Bing,
Bueller?
is that your phone going off?
Yeah, that's me.
Bing, bing.
We're not interrupting your personal life there, are we?
No.
I thought you were going to take a leak.
Who?
Okay, I'm going. God
He's
damn
doing
it.
he's doing it right there in front of the desk, probably. Oh man.
Got a Gatorade bottle under the table. Yes, Marcel. I was born and bred in Kitchener. I was there till 9/11. Then I moved up to this neck of the woods. Cambridge. Oh, sorry about your luck.
What?
Which part? Preston?
Oh,
Bill?
Cambridge.
Hesper?
Canadian talk. I'm still here. Don't worry.
We're talking Canadian. Well, I'm
Now
talking.
Jim's the only one left on screen.
And reading Marcel. Love Oktoberfest. Oh my God. I knew a guy who would take a week's vacation at Oktoberfest and go on a cruise because he would spend less money on the cruise.
Huh?
Oktoberfest in Kitchener. It's the biggest Bavarian festival outside of Munich, Germany.
Ah,
that's my hometown. It's just the whole week is nothing but a drunk fest.
A drug fest?
Drunk.
Oh, drunk. I thought you said drugs.
No, not Cambridge, Massachusetts. Cambridge, Ontario, Canada.
Barkley said, "Do you think we'll see Bill again tonight?" He probably passed out on the way.
No, he's wide awake. He's had to go piss. Had to go drain the main vein.
Night Train. Think I almost had the squashed squirt ready to go. Yeah, man. I see you've been having issues with trying to mount the Vista unit on that thing. Hopefully you figure it out. I've got my Ken Dono was nice enough to send me an ESC for my Nazgul, so quite excited to get that together.
What is an ESC?
Electronic speed controller.
So that just tells your motor how fast to go and when to go?
It runs the motors. Yep. It's a board that runs the motors.
Bored. I'm bored. You say FPV, I'm bored.
I'll show you. On an ESC, it's where your motors mount. It's where your motors see how what the hell am I doing?
See
where the motors solder to?
Okay.
Okay. Well, one of the pads right there.
Bottom
when I crashed, it ripped the solder pad off of the board.
Wow, that's high velocity impact.
Yeah. So I bought a brand new motor, a brand new arm, and I went to go put it all together and realized, oh shit, the solder pad's missing off the ESC. So guess what now? I got to take the whole quad apart and change that entire board on the bottom down there just because of that one stupid pad. Sucks.
Lack of planning, or you just didn't have it laid out properly when you were putting it together?
No. When it crashed and the arm ripped off with the motor, the wires took the damn pad with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, you didn't notice that at the time?
No, I did not notice it. So when I went to go solder it all together, this is a brand new motor right here. And I put the arm on, brand new motor, went to go solder it all together. And I went, oh shit.
So obviously we know each motor goes one way and these ones go the other way. So when you break one, do you have to order a certain one, or can you make any motor go the way you want it?
You can make any motor go the way you want. Actually, a lot of people do it through a process called what the fuck is the name of the thing?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
Oh, BL Heli. BL Heli is a software program they go through to do the motors. But if you want, you can just instead of putting the motor wires on a weird like in order, you just swap two of the wires and it'll flip the motor the opposite direction.
Okay, so that'll fix that problem. Okay.
No, Marcel, that's the one thing I was hoping for, is that it had a solder pad on the other side, but it does not. It kind of killed me. Yeah, that sucks. Nothing on the other side. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got little pins on the other side of it. See it? There's nothing
I
on there.
could not venture into that avenue. And like I said, if I were to get any other drone, it would be the Avata. So there's that FPV, but all in one package. Build nothing. Just slap a battery on, turn it on, boom, there you go. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, no.
Is Bob your uncle?
I do not have an Uncle Bob.
No, you can't. I wish you could, Gary.
That's not helpful to you.
And
we were betting in there. They started acting like they were going to bet whether it's going to show up again.
Vegas odds that you were showing up. Yep.
Well, you know why? I haven't had a bite to eat all day.
I know. You had to go
that's not true. I ate a Snickers candy bar.
Oh.
That's all I had all day. I've been drinking alcohol and slayed. What time is it? 11:26. Yeah. I am going to take off though, because like I said, there's a big bowl of menudo in the other room. Wait, with my name on it, menudo, and I'll explain it again. It's like a Filipino stew, and it was awesome. It is awesome.
And a boys band.
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Boys band.
You know, my wife met him
Bet who?
when he was with, well, the lead singer of Menudo. Who was that?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't watch that shit.
I wish you could fix it. You can't. You got to change it out. Wedge him big.
What is he? Somebody famous that I should know?
Yeah.
Who?
This is where, like, I wish, like the ESCs were separate, because then you could just
So
change
the
one.
challenge.
Change one, but oh well. It is what it is. Ken Dono was nice enough to send me one of his, one that he has that fits on this quad that will work. So it's all good. I'll get it up and running sooner or later.
Everybody's Googling lead singer of Menudo. Ricky Martin. There you go. Dominic.
Ricky Martin is the lead singer of Menudo.
Ricky Martin was with Menudo before he was Ricky Martin. And
I didn't know that.
My wife met him when they performed in the Philippines. Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't know that.
You know what? I'm as straight as an arrow, and I can. But
Thank you, Dom. Dom, do you know? Is there anything that Dom does not know?
He knows it all.
Tom who?
Dom.
Oh, Dominic.
Back.
He's not even from here.
We should call him Encyclopedia Hawk because he knows.
Well, anyway, like I said, Ricky Martin was a member of Menudo, and he traveled the world. He went to the Philippines, and my wife, who was an actress at the time, actually met him.
Hello. I said I'll be back.
Oh, hi. How are you? Good to see you, Adrian.
Look who's awake. Look who's finally awake, Maddie.
I know, right?
Finally woke up.
I know, right? Welcome back.
Oh, man.
Well, when my wife met Ricky Martin, he was like 14 years old. So there you go.
Who's Ricky Martin? Dude, he used to be
Who's
big
Ricky
by
Martin?
himself, but I didn't know he
La Vida Loca?
was somebody else.
Viva la vida loca.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that right there. Yeah.
Well, he's been performing since he was a kid. And when he was a young person, he performed with Menudo.
I didn't know that. I don't even know who Menudo is.
Yes, he did. No, actually, he used to be part of Menudo, by the way.
Yeah.
He used to be part of the group.
You know, you missed all this, Adrian. My wife met him when he was performing with Menudo. And they traveled to the Philippines.
Rick Ross.
That's all. It's not a big deal. I mean, she just knows. She just met him. That's all.
I have no clue. Rick Roll.
He was a kid. He was just a kid.
All right, I'll Google it.
Rick Roll. Rick Astley.
What?
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna.
Oh, that I know who that is.
That's a Rick Roll.
Oh Lord, I'm about to go ahead and get a.
You got to do the Kermit the Frog overtones with that.
Yeah, this show.
Never gonna lift you up. Eating easy, being green. You can do it.
I'm so yeah. Okay.
Anyway, hi. How you doing? Welcome back, Adrian. Good to see you.
Thank you, Bill.
Oh my goodness!
Right in your ear with those headphones on.
I want to fly. I want to fly, fly. I want to fly.
No, it's dark.
So
too many drinks. I can't, Marcel, because I'm out. This is all my. That's the remainder of my peanut butter whiskey, and I've got like one can.
I'm sure you can find something else.
Nah, well, there's some wine.
By tomorrow,
you can find something else.
No, I'm good. Thank you, Maddie.
Good trip. I love you, Bill. I do.
For encouraging me, I appreciate that.
I know. I'm a good influence. Promise.
No, you're not.
Well,
Susan, good night, sweetheart.
Oh, Susan leaving?
Congratulations on your new drone. Because she won a drone on Artie's channel.
Awesome. Did she really? Oh, yeah. Yay!
Yay!
Good for her.
She won an FPV setup that two Canadian. Well, I'm sorry. The first person was Australian, and the second person was Canadian, and Art refused to ship. So they said, give it to Susan.
Of all people, she deserves one.
But he said, give it to Susan. And he's like, yeah, baby. Okay. And
That
Susan
works.
gets the drone.
He wasn't going to ship to Canada.
He doesn't
Well,
ship in. He's the
I
lower
think I
48.
scared him off because the OM5 that was supposed to go to Marcel, he got an email. He got an email from UPS that said he owed $103 Canadian.
Duty.
For import fees and taxes and blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
It's like, what did she do? Well, she bought the cheapest UPS. What she should have done is USPS because they got some kind of deal. Anyway, Marcel's taken care of. I paid for it. But long story short, I guess he got a little nervous about the whole to Canada thing.
I believe
After
it.
that. And it wasn't 103. It came out to 97 came, which was like 70 something bucks.
Yeah. Yes, Bill is awesome. I've been saying that for a year.
Not awesome. I'm not looking for accolades. We made a promise and we kept it. That's all.
I know. That's awesome. If you don't have your word, you got dick.
No, why would you send something to somebody who, oh, you want a prize? Now you pay is 80% as much in taxes as the thing is worth. Come on, sorry, that's ridiculous. But she didn't know me. But I told her, don't go to the OPS store. I want to send it the least expensive way. Okay. And it's dumb. You got to pay a little more, and it costs less. Sorry.
No, I was agreeing with Jim. Your what'd you say about your word? Your word is what?
If you don't have, you've got nothing but your word. If you don't have
Did I bring it
that,
up?
You got That's very true.
Did I say
agree.
that?
No, I did.
If you don't have your word,
I sound sage, and
some people don't fucking understand that. Sorry, I'm sorry. I went a different route there.
Yeah, you did.
You got one nerve, and we touched it.
Yeah, you
Oh my
pretty much
God.
did.
What did we piss you off, Manny?
No, you're good.
No, not us.
Wasn't
Oh,
you.
I don't know. I don't like that response. I don't like that at all. No,
So-
you're good. Fuckface.
You're a dick. You're such a dickhead.
It was so easy to add on at the end of the. No, you're good, you scumbag. Dick licking. I mean, are we good? You still mad at me for not driving you to spin up?
Shit.
No, it's got nothing to do with you.
Okay, I'm just checking
Yep.
because
Oh no, I was mad at that point, and then I got over it because it actually worked out with me driving because I had the three girls and
it would have
the
been
wife.
bad.
It would have been a. It
So
would
many
have
people
we would
in
have
a
hated
tiny.
each other.
It wouldn't have worked when my
No.
tiny little SUV.
We would have hated each other by the time we
Once
got
stopped
there.
by the state police, and we've been very, very sorry.
Yep. No, it
But-
worked out. It worked out that way. I wasn't stuck in somebody else's vehicle.
I mean, it was
I had
good.
the
Yeah, we had a
family.
good time.
Yeah, it was fun. That was one of the better trips I've ever had. Was that trip?
Good.
The drive wasn't bad. 20 hours there. The drive back it sucked. It did suck, but we did have fun. We had a lot of fun there.
Yeah, I was
And I'm
thinking
glad
about
you made it. I'm glad you made it.
I was thinking about you when I was on a plane on the way back.
I'm glad you made it there. It was fun. You were thinking what?
I was thinking about you when I was on the plane on the way back.
Flying back with flying back. What did it take you? 2 hours? Not even.
Oh, I got in trouble too on the way back. I was streaming from the plane, and he told me to stop it. And I started showing people. I was showing that I got in trouble.
That's
But
okay.
no, I took it down because I didn't want to get banned. But I was showing that. Oh, you can't show people. That's. No, I'm sorry. They're in public. That doesn't work that way. No, you can't show their faces because it's a. I'm showing yours right now.
Right? People are so dumb.
I dare you to land this plane.
You can't do it. Why? Are you doing something illegal? I mean, what's the problem? They got so upset. About halfway through the flight, I started behaving myself because I did not want to get on the no-fly list, because it's so easy for them to do that. And put your mask back up. Okay, sorry. We're in an airplane that has the filtration system of like they have to. It was so dumb.
Fucking idiots.
I'll just leave it go. I don't want to piss anybody off.
911, what's your emergency?
I
What the hell
paid.
was that?
The emergency.
I paid to have Wi-Fi in that plane, and I went live, and then they told me I couldn't do it. I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, it says right in the pamphlet. It says right in the pamphlet you can't do it. No, it doesn't. Show me where it says that. And she tried to show me, and it was not related. I said, okay, not because she was cute and trying to be nice. She was pleasant. So I said, okay, I will stop doing it. And I kept doing it anyway. And then she started to get a little tight with me, and I cut it off. That was it. But, what a bunch of jackasses. Oh, no, you can't show the faces of other passengers on the plane, so why not? This is not their private home. This is public airspace. Why not? Oh, because of privacy. What about the privacy? What are they doing? Are they wanking each other? And I don't understand. And the people that were around me, they were laughing. I thought the whole thing was funny. And I asked them, I said, can I show you on my stream? Sure, no problem. Except that one fella who was served us drinks. No, you can't show it to the public.
Hey guys, listen. Oh shit.
Okay, sorry there, fella.
Fella.
I don't know. Maybe he was ashamed that it was a steward.
Hold on one second. Whoa. Slow down, Brother Bill. What are you doing, sir?
Whoa.
What? I had a sip.
Chug it.
That's all I got left. That's it.
Chug it.
Chug that?
Yeah. There you go. All right. With that being said, Jim Beauchart, you need to go ahead and go visit your boy before he falls on the microphone again and go to...
Who?
Before he goes to sleep again.
Talking about me?
No, I'm talking to Jim. No.
You're
I'm not
a dick.
talking about you. No. Why would I do that? I mean,
sometimes we watch entertainment that we think is entertaining, and then it puts us to sleep.
Uncle Bill, you were the one that fell asleep on your microphone.
I'm sorry, Adrian. Please keep talking.
You were the one that fell asleep on your microphone like this. I didn't do that.
Look, I love all you guys. I love that person too. Seriously. But eventually, I'm sorry, but
yeah, you're right, man.
I'm sorry, but you are.
Hey, it's been 2 hours and 38 minutes.
Lullaby and good night.
That we've been live. I'm about to go and call it a night.
I'm talking drones, but I'm boring.
Jim Beauchart, Mr. Uncle Medium, Mighty Drone World.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Bill, Robbie Gray that was actually here earlier. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love and support. I'll see you guys later. Great show once again. Had a great crowd. See you guys on the next one.
Thanks for having me.
Good night. Of course, Mr. Uncle Medium. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
See you Sunday night, guys. 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Eastern time.
That looks a little creepy.
Be there, please, or be square.
All right, boys.
See you later.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Maddie.